Show us your stuff. Show us your stuff.
On the ceiling.
Where's it? Bee? Is this the
On the
bees?
ceiling. Oh!
It feels bad.
I bumped it off him!
Don't...
Oh no!
Oh, do you see?
What?
We had a monster! No, I didn't.
Where's Ed? You haven't found me yet, have you? I'm not gun guy anymore, guys. I don't think I'm gun guy. I don't think I'm gun guy anymore. Hello. You alright?
Hello. Yeah, just drinking the spare. Oh my god.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I am gun guy.
I'm gonna kill people. I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, it feels good. Oh yeah.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
Tell them you ran into gun guy. Oh, I just ran into the rock. Gun guy, okay. I ran into the rock, so that was a bit embarrassing. Gun guy's a legend. Guys. Part of the job. Tell your friends, tell your
I
children.
sent wave after wave of
Tell
my
your
own
parents.
menace.
Tell your grandparents. Jerry! Who you interact with today, even though it's weird, because it's like you've been watching somebody play a computer game and
Thank you, Cherry.
in real life are terrifying. Just say, I was affected by Gun Guy today. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm streaming from a new room today.
I sent wave after wave of my own men at them.
Jeb! Thank you, Jeb.
Jason. 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 Jason.
Oh, can I move around?
Oh my
okay.
gilly goodness.
Okay. I thought I was literally just standing there.
Jason.
Jason!
Jason.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello? How do I make you bigger?
well, you'll have to talk to me in a very sultry tone.
Oh shit. Door operation buttons. Oh! This is more detailed than ever before. Than any of the other ones we've done. No reflection. Have a piss, okay? I've got a dream game situation. Pistrus. Tet piss. Tits.
Oh my
Titstrus.
gilly goodness.
Is this a good idea, Llama? What happens if I like... Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. Thanks, Llama. Oh, that was horrid. Hello. Hello. Cherry Burns, thank you very much for the raid. Thank you very much. You had a lovely stream. Jeb, thank you very much for the raid. Sam Cacao, thank you for following me yesterday. Don't mind me, carry on. Thank you for following me 13 minutes ago. Robin Ellis, thank you for the resub.
Oh
Jeb,
my really goodness.
thanks for the resub. No, these are my normal glasses. I want to get some new glasses though. Thank you, everybody. I didn't have time to set up a
Oh my really goodness.
fancy scene. Oh, sorry, opening for Shares Your Stuff. So you just got 2 cuppies. Thank you, Domella. But we do have this.
Show us your stuff. 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 Show us your stuff.
You look thick, Jeb. With 2 C's. Thick. 2 C's. Is that good? I think that's good. Is that a compliment? I think that's a nice thing to say. Hello, everyone. Welcome along. Hannah's just sent me a message saying our local shop is closed. So that's thrown me. Hannah, I'm trying to do a charity stream. I said it was important. But that's fine. She's... Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, there's a packed lunch emergency. I chucked the wraps in the bin. I chucked the wraps in the bin. Hannah went to get bread for Alex's packed lunch, and then she said, the shop's closed, so we'll have to do a wrap. I chucked the wraps in the bin. The wraps have gone hard. They've gone stale. They were stale. Oops. And now close my phone. Hello. Here we go. Show us your stuff. This is Show Us Your Stuff. First Show Us Your Stuff in absolutely ages. I forgot sort of how much admin there is involved. I did like an hour and a half prep, and then ran in, cooked dinner for the 2 women in my life. Is Alex a woman? The 2 people, my 2 family members who I live with. And then I rushed back out here, and here we go. I'm having a Halo for the first time in ages. Yeah, I said Halo, so that shows how frazzled I am. Holy. I'm having a holy, exclamation mark, holy. I can't believe I said Halo. Chuck my wraps in the bin me when I decided to start making music. Yes, Alex Hannah hasn't replied. I wonder if they'll go around to the other shop, because at the minute, I don't know what we'll give Alex for a packed lunch. We've got no bread products. Sometimes she used to have cheese and crackers sometimes when we had no bread, but we've got no crackers. Oh, you can believe that. My 2 housemates just ordered a kebab to the school. Just order a kebab. Yes, Les, good idea. Hello, everyone. Hello, this is going to be great. You're going to love this. You're here now. Brilliant. Well done, because you're going to see all of this. Please stay till the end. I don't know if this is going to be a long stream or not, because sometimes Share Your Stuffs are long, but all of the Share Your Stuffs I've done, I've shown loads of stuff, and then I've had guests. Whereas this time, I'm not showing anything. I'm just showing off the work of my guests. I've outsourced the content today, and then I'm going to show it all off. So I don't know how long it will take, but let me tell you, 3 people are coming on the stream to chat, at least. Is that right? No, maybe 4. Maybe 4. 4 people are going to chat on the stream. You're going to hear from 4 people. And then at the end of the stream, 3 of the things, like Cuppy, that doesn't matter, like Cuppy, with the 3 fingers up, 3 of the items that you see today are going to be auctioned off for Cupburger. You could bid, win, donate to Cupburger that money, and then receive in the post. And I'll tell you that they'll be posted within a week. This isn't no pip competition where things don't get posted for months on end. I shouldn't be mean to Pip. He supported me in the Discord. 3 things will get auctioned off and we'll be doing bids, and you can win 3 of the things. Now, there might be opportunities. You might be like, but I love everything, or I want to bid on that thing that wasn't part of it. If there's something that you like, that you would like to own, feel free to contact the creator yourself and arrange that. But I've set up 3, and we're going to be doing that later on. We're going to be speaking to Pezabeth. We're going to be speaking to Steph Makes Stuff. We're going to be speaking to Weetabix Licks, aka Waterbox Locks. And we're going to be talking to Llama Chan Gaming. And I've kind of told them all that I'll hopefully speak to them like between 7 and 8. 7, half 7, 8. So we're going to have to get those things sorted fairly soon. But already I've still got 23 minutes before I said I'd do a call. But maybe Pez, I was going to speak to you first if that's cool. Maybe I could speak to you in like 15 minutes or so. I don't know. Anyway, let me catch up with chat. And I can talk a bit about what I've been up to. There's no rush, is there? Let me close that. Cool. Thank you, Pezabeth. Did we just have a big Cupburger dono now? Or is that just my... Is that just that updating because I haven't had it on for ages? Did we? Ooh, what? How much? This isn't up for grabs. 100 quid. Thank you, whoever did that. This is just here. I haven't finished this. This isn't finished. I need to finish sanding it. I feel bunged up. I feel like I want to take my nasal spray. If you weren't here on my Friday stream, we were talking about the fact that I'm now an addict and I'm addicted to my nasal spray. But I haven't taken it since Friday. I wanted it yesterday and I didn't have it. I've wanted it today and I didn't have it. I haven't had it since Friday. And I feel really nasal. And I hate it. Can't really breathe. Do you think I should just push through cold turkey? We've got to break the addiction. Got to break the addiction. I'm going to go to the doctors. I went to the doctors the weekend having my flu jab. And I said, oh, can I book an appointment to talk about my nasal spray addiction? And they said they couldn't book appointments. They were doing back-to-back COVID and flu jabs. Loads of old people. And then me, just going in and out. Like I was in, bang. Somebody else was in, bang, 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 bang. Loads of flu jabs happening, so that's good. If you're eligible, do it. I've been getting loads of texts because I've got asthma to go and get my flu jab. And it's taken me 2 weeks to actually arrange it. Scroll down. 100 quid. Amazing. Oh, Llama, it would make the stream so much better for me, but it doesn't matter. Hannah says we have a crust of bread for Alex's pat lunch. But then she says she's going to make some more pasta and she can take pasta pesto. Great idea. Okay, and that's it. That's the pat lunch chat. But how's everyone doing? Today's going to be cool. Share Your Stuff is, if you've never seen one, it is where I put together or come up with an idea for like a subject matter, and then I'd encourage the community to show their stuff. So we've done books, we've done toys, we've done autographs, we've done like retro tech, we've done mugs, we've done all sorts of things. We haven't done one for ages, and this is a special episode of that. And it came about because Cupburger is a thing that you should all know about by now. If you don't know about it, you can do ! Cupburger. You've hardly missed anything, BP. And you can click on the website and you can go and read all about Cupburger there. There's a little update that I wrote about what's been going on as well. And Cuppy, little Cuppy here is on a t-shirt. Oh, this t-shirt. They're not see-through, these t-shirts, thankfully. Cuppy is there. And then I just had an idea that would be quite cool to see, because I was like, I don't want anyone to think like I'm taking ownership and doing all the creative stuff for this. Like other people can do creative stuff. And then I was like, oh, we could encourage people to do creative stuff. We could get the community to do their version of Cuppy or recreate Cuppy in some other format or do whatever they want, basically. And 17 of you have done something. I was setting up a little presentation doc with all the submissions earlier. And as I was doing it and as I was just finished, I got a DM from Super D. And part of me was like, for fuck's sake, Super D. I've just finished. And it's going to be a late entry. And I clicked the DM and it was actually about something else. So please do not send any negative vibes to Super D. I have just remembered that I've not put one of the slides into the presentation. I've never done a presentation before for Show Us Your Stuff, but it felt necessary. Let me just add a slide quickly. I've got one image that's got every single submission in it. Very brave of you to bring this feature back after last time. Thank you. Very brave of you to come along 10:30. Don't know why. God, what am I doing? Very brave of all of you to come along. Where have I saved this? My mind's gone completely blank as to what I'm doing. Okay. I've got an image with everybody's entry, which is for the end of the stream. Twitch. Show Us Your Stuff. Submissions. Cuppy. All. There we go. I called it all. What a great name. All the images. There we go. Let's put it there. Okay, perfect. And I'll have that after the auction or before the auction? Before the auction, we'll show everything. Then we go back to slide number 1. I've got 26 slides in my Google Drive presentation. I've never done a Google Sheets thing, so I don't know. There could be errors here because I've rushed a load of the admin, but that's the charm of Twitch. No, it doesn't matter. Ogenblick, you haven't missed any stuff. We're gonna wait. We'll do it. We'll properly start in like 5 or 10 minutes. Let more people feed in, and then we'll start. Is this going to show? There you go. There it is. Okay, that's good. We've got some video. Hopefully the audio levels are good for that. It's fine. I've got something here. Before the person who sends me this panics, I have crossed out properly any doxable information on it. Just double checking. Yes. I've got one of the items here. One of the things that's been made here. We're going to unbox it on stream. It's so good. Everything's so good. I'm really excited. I've seen everything and you've seen nothing apart from your own thing. I'm so excited, everyone. This is going to be really cool. But yeah, we'll start properly in 5 minutes. Let me see what I was going to show that, then I was going to show that, then I was going to show... Yeah, Pezabeth, I still reckon we're probably on for 7 o'clock. So in 15 minutes. I'll start before that. I'll tell you in a minute, Tilde. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. I went to the March for Palestine. What was it called? I don't know what the actual march was called. I went to the Free Palestine March yesterday. And I'd love to tell you I intended to do it. And I got up and I went to London and I made a placard and I walked the whole route of the march. But I actually went to it accidentally. I was happy to do it. I was happy to walk in this march with Hannah and Alex. Imagine if we'd got caught up. Imagine if we'd arranged to go into London on the far right Tommy Robinson march and we got caught up in that. I wouldn't be telling you about it now. But we went to watch Six yesterday, the theatre show about Henry VIII's 6 wives. Banging. Really, really good. It's basically like just a gig. It's it's just 6 women and 4 women in a band behind them, and it's literally just a stage, and they just sing and dance the whole time. And when they first come on, I was like, "Is this going to be it?" Because Hannah told me, she's like, "I think it's literally just like you go to a gig. It's not like a proper theater. It's not like they don't have different scenes and there's no dialogue and acting. I mean, there is, but the songs were really banging, and the dancing and stuff was really good, and the singers were amazing. And it was only an hour and a half. At one point, they stopped the show. They said, "I'm sorry for this pause," and they shut the curtain and everyone went off. And me and Hannah were immediately panicking because there was a protest outside, and we were like, "What the fuck's happened? Like, why are they shutting down the theatre?" And they came back and it was all fine. But on the way there, the theatre was on the Strand, and we were walking up and over Waterloo Bridge. Was it? No, it wasn't Waterloo Bridge. Was it? Yeah. Was the big protest that was happening in London yesterday. And I was like, I kind of want to get involved in that because I'm on board with what they're doing. And I'd like to show Alex a protest because we haven't taken her to one yet. And so as we got up to where we were going to the theatre, the protest was on the Strand, which is the same road as the theatre. And we went up to it. But Alex didn't want to. She was like, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, she hated it. She hated it. Because from her perspective, she was like, why is everyone shouting? And why is everybody like walking on the main road? You're not supposed to walk on the main road. And why is everyone like doing horns? Yeah, she was. And we walked into the middle of it, and we were right behind a guy with a loudspeaker who was constantly going "Free, free Palestine," and it was so loud and so overcrowded. London yesterday in general was so overcrowded. It was really busy, and that's probably why. Anyway, as we were walking in the middle of the road, she was like, "Can we go? Can we go?" And then we were trying to explain. She was like, "Why are they angry?" And we were like, "Because this bad stuff's happening." Anyway. And then she was just like, "I thought we were just going to watch Six." So, but I'm pleased I went. But it was literally right outside the theatre. But yeah. We'll talk about more stuff that's been going on in my normal streams on Tuesday and Friday. Yeah, that could be good. It was really loud. But we explained that it was a really good thing to be a part of, and I said, in years to come, you might kind of be proud that you were part of this, even though you didn't want to be, and you didn't intend to be, and we didn't plan it either. If we'd planned to do that, we would have made more of an effort to explain what we were doing and what to expect. Anyway. Should we get into it? Share your stuff. Let me find the original graphic that explained what we're doing, because I'm aware there might be some people here who don't know what this is all about.
Now we're friends. Best friends.
Salty Dog, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, look at that. The follow alert underneath all that stuff. That looks horrendous. Let's put that on top. Where even is it? Oh, okay, there are the alerts there. Let's put the alerts on the top of the screen. There we go. Hello, Div. Oh my God, why can't I find the graphic now? Bear with me, everyone. I kind of want to show this. Twitch. No, it's not in Twitch. It's not in my Twitch folder. It's in my design folder. It's in my client work, because I treat Cupburger like a client. You just wait until they get my invoice for everything I've done. I need to bring that up in the next meeting, actually. I kind of like the idea of doing this as like a fun project for like, to make me feel good that I'm working on a charity with loads of pals, but actually I'm like not earning that much at the minute. And so don't you think I deserve to like invoice? Like, I'll do it as mates rates. I'll charge 90% of what I normally would. Client work, 2025, Cupburger. I'm never charging anything before I read your disgusting comments about what I've just said. Cuppy. Here we go. Open. Goodness me. Why is everything so hard? It's not really. It's fine. Here we go. Get it on the agenda. Yeah. Yeah. Are we up to £6,000? Yeah, that'll do nicely, actually. £6,000 would do nicely. Who's doing fucking fireworks? It's not even dark, is it? Is it even dark? Someone's just let a firework off outside. This is what we put out to everybody. I wanted to see their versions of the Cupburger mascot, who is this guy. Is he the official Cupburger mascot? He's on a t-shirt, so he's close enough. And I was interested. Here's a load of suggestions of ways people could get involved, but anything went, really. I didn't mind. As long as you went away,
Oh my gilly goodness.
were a bit creative and sent something in to me. Weetwix, thank you very much. Is it dark? Yeah, it must be dark then. How's it? Oh, it's not even 7 and it's dark. Is it really dark? Oh, the nights are drawing in. Cuppy, Ogenblick, Cuppy. David labelled him Cuppy, so Cuppy he is. So that's what we asked for. You can get your t-shirt at B. Dolan's merch store. You can get it on black as well, if you don't want a white t-shirt. Reminder to get right into the vitamin D, everybody. I'm on it. I'm on the Ultra 1000 IU, which may be even too much. I think I could get the lower one. I'm on it. I'm also on the old antihistamines. And I absolutely crave to be on this, but I'm not allowed because I'm addicted to it. Anyway, so that's what I did. I asked people and I said, I'll do a stream around, it'll be like my 400th stream, something like that. It turns out this is my 403rd stream, so I missed that. Could have been a good opportunity to celebrate 400 streams, but we're past that now, so we push on to stream 500. We'll do a big stream 500 celebration. And I don't know, I knew that a few people would get involved, but the numbers of people who've got involved has surpassed my expectations. And also, there's a couple of people who I know would be into this and they've got involved. But there's loads of people who I wasn't sure, who I didn't expect to get involved, and I love that they have. So I've grouped some submissions into similar vibe. There are some submissions that are completely separate, and there are some submissions where we're going to have a call and chat to the people about how they made it, why they enjoy working in that medium. We'll try and keep the message going about Cupburger. I did say we'd talk a bit about mutual aid. We'll see how we get on. But I would encourage everybody to go and have a proper read of the mutual aid, of the Cupburger website, if you don't know what it is. And I'd love it if people started donating or taking money. Don't do nothing. Either you've not got enough money or you've got too much money. I can't abide those people who are absolutely fine and have just the right amount of money. Either you haven't got enough money, so you need to apply to Cupburger, or you've got too much and you need to give us that money. Exactly, I know. There you go. Thank you, Llama. Perfect. So I think we're going to start. So yeah, Pez, I'm going to look at a couple of things, and we've got a video that we're going to try and look at, and then I'm going to speak to Pez. So yeah, Pez, probably speak to you in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that. Here we fucking go. Don't be above asking for help. It's so useful. It can make life a little less tiring and stressful. Yeah. It even crossed my mind for a quick moment about, could I approach Cupburger to get a steering wheel to play Euro Truck Simulator? I didn't, and I'm not going to, because my Twitch payout will come in about 3 days, and there should be enough money in there to get myself a steering wheel. So I don't need it. But I'm just showing that you could do it for stuff like that. I could, I know, but I've got my Twitch payout coming. And I'll be fine. It's fine. Yeah, but yeah, have a look. As of today, we've given out about £1,600 in grants across the communities for a range of things: rent, help, food, shopping, meds. Yeah, it's really good. So get involved. And remember, feel free to donate to Cupburger as the stream goes on. But don't forget, we're doing an auction at the end of this for 3 of the entries. So maybe save your money, if you're not sure, until towards the end of the stream, because you might want to bid on one of these Cupburger entries for you to own and keep and cherish. So let's start. Let's start Show Us Your Stuff, Cuppy edition.
Show us your stuff. 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 Show us your stuff.
Okay, we're going to start off with a few submissions we've had from people, which are like hand-drawn drawings, illustrations, but physically done with pens, pencils, wherever it is. I've grouped some of these together just for speed and stuff like that. And I think on this first one, I need to turn my camera off straight away because I've realised that I'm going to be in the way. Check these out. Check these drawings out from You Know Lou, Sheep Boy, and Slothy. Slothy, thank you very much for putting your age. I like the different approaches here. Right, Sheep in the middle there has clearly gone for. He looks sort of most like the traditional Cuppy at the top left there. He is saying the fuck you want, which is the classic. That's what B. Dolan said when he works in Cupburger at the restaurant. You Know Lou has made an incredibly fancy Cuppy. We'll get back on cam in a bit. I think this is the only one where I've got the images going to the side like this. I rushed this presentation quite early. Lou's is quite haunting. Lou's is full of mince and broccoli. Oh no, that's a burger, isn't it? And lettuce. I'm sorry, Lou. I just said that without actually looking at it first properly. It's not mince and broccoli. It's a burger and lettuce. Also, we've got a gherkin on the eye. We've got a very classic cup, like a posh cup. The handle is the nose. I like that. Cupburger's holding a load of cash. Oh no. My original plan was just to get everybody's submissions and open them up in my browser. And then I was like, no, because that's going to be a mess. I'm going to have more tabs than Cudder. So I decided to quickly chuck them into a little presentation. He does look quite sad, Lou, but I like it. And then look at Slothy's. Slothy sent his yesterday, the latest of entrants, but that's fine. And I said to Slothy, ha 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 ha, I love them, especially the feet/slippers. And Slothy said, that was really the genesis of the idea, so I'm pleased to hear it. Hello, BK. We've literally just started. If you're joining now, this is the first slide. This is the first slide, so you've arrived at a great time, BKA. So these are some hand-drawn entries. These are the first entries, and I'm leaving them on screen. That is a fantastic Slothy sentence, isn't it? That was really the genesis of the idea, so I'm pleased to hear it. Little bit of self-promo from Sheep there with the twitch.tv/really Sheep Boy. But thank you, Lou. Thank you, Sheep. And thank you, Slothy. The next one is also... I think I can bring my camera back safely here. Not that you're fussed. I mean, you can still see the burger feet. Let's drag myself back there. The next one is also an illustration. It's from one person, but they also sent a little work in progress, so I thought I'd put them all on one screen. Look at Pete's. And look at all the work that Pete did on the right-hand side. Did you make a little collage, Pete? Pete got the coloured pencils out. We've got the Cuppy on the left. Look at the cup is also the world. And if you think about it, we are the world. You know, sometimes you've just got to ask yourself a few important questions. No, we won't do that now. Look at this. I love it. We are the world. I haven't heard that for ages. Did anyone else hear the start of that and were like, shit, I want to hear this again? What a song. Because, yeah, of course you did. What bird is it? Woodpecker? Now, I'd like to try and zoom in right now to this. In fact, can I zoom in? Let me see if I can zoom in without clicking to the next slide, because I don't know how Google Sheets works. No. No, it thinks it's at 80% and it's not. If I click, then it goes to the next one, and I'm not ready for the next one. I can't. Is it a cardinal? That's a cardinal error I've made there. It's literally a cardinal error. God. So we've got cardinal, we've got AO, shout out Cupburger. Look, he's wearing a B. Dolan t-shirt. He's got pride socks on. I do keep saying he. I think we've agreed that Cuppy is a they. But I think Cuppy can just be anything. Cuppy accepts all pronouns, okay? Cuppy's a they, but also accepts all pronouns. Because I've had a lot of people referring to them as he, and I haven't felt confident enough to correct them on it. Because it's an illustration at the minute. But I know it's important. But for now, we're just going to say that Cuppy's open to all pronouns. Has Cuppy just done a fart? Is this like a little fart thing? Cuppy's only pronouns, but Cuppy also exists beyond gender. Yeah. They are a cup beyond anything else. I'm already having such a good time. Thank you, everybody who's got involved in this. You're saying we're going to genetically engineer real Cuppy. Yeah. But they'd be like a eunuch. Would they? What's a eunuch again? Is now the time? Look at all the stuff that's happened. I don't know what that is. Refresh. Look at Pete's work on the right hand side. Pete, so what did you do? Did you do all these drawings on the right and then do a master drawing on the left, or is this like a collage? Have you cut them all out? I can't tell what's happened. I feel like googling eunuch. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Pete, tell me, how did you make this? Well, you don't have to, but I'm just desperate for to have something to talk about that isn't what I just said. Cuppy is not that. Right. Anyway, thanks, Pete. Thanks for helping me out, Pete. Googling eunuch was my favourite. Was my original username, sorry. Big Taffman sticker up here. But anyway, that's that. Next up, we're moving on to Wellesley's submission. And Wellesley has got a couple of slides because Wellesley sent me some behind the scenes work in progress shots. And we're moving on to a whole nother medium. We are moving on to a classic that everybody will have done at school at some point. It's lino printing. Look at this setup. I hope you were safe, Wellesley, because I also really remember hurting myself cutting lino. I have big memories of hurting myself from cutting the lino like this. Because you'd be pushing your little blade thing with the curve and then you'd slip, and you've always got to do it away from your body, right? Always cut away. Yes, exactly, Waterbox. Here's the setup. Look, printed off of the cuppies, got some like tracing paper, the classic stencil technique, not stencil technique, rubbing. I can't remember what it's called. I'm saying it's the classic technique. I don't even know the name of it. Supported by two frogs, I think. Lovely bit of masking tape on the Amtech board. I think I've got one of them here. Alex has taken my Amtech board. No, she hasn't. I take it back, Alex. It's not even an Amtech. It's just a technical cutting mat. You're a technical cutting mat. Well, this is Wellesley's work in progress, everyone. Look at this. Look how cool just the cut lino is. And then the little test prints. I love these test prints. I really like those, Wellesley. I feel like you could do something with those, like all like the different layers of testing. It looks really cool. Technical cutting hat, yes, crow's feet. Hello, crow's feet. I love this. I really love this. And this was the final result. Oh my god, that was weird. That freaked me out. There it is with some added hearts and love. And actually, Wellesley said to me in the chat, Wellesley was like, oh, I hate all the little marks from the print. And I don't know if I actually replied and said this, but I love it. That's what it's all about, right? Seeing those textures, seeing how it works, how it's made. To have this and all the test prints, and then to have like the texture and the additional ink from the raised bits they haven't cut. Really cool. Thank you, Wellesley. Amazing work. It really reflects the medium. Yes, Lumpley, it does. It really does. I wasn't taking the mick. It just, that seemed like if you were like a proper art critic there, Lumpley, and I enjoyed it. Next up, we've got a video. We've got a video from Better Known As. Now, does anybody have any idea what kind of thing Better Known As is into and might do currently now for a living? You fucking guessed it. Look at this. Look at this. Off goes the cam. Hopefully the audio's all fine. Here we fucking go. It should be fine. I tested it.
When all is said and done, what's been built here at the edge of this ancient cliffside is something uncompromisingly bold and modern. Some might see it as nothing more than a giant cup, but it's what's inside that cup that Cupburger believe will stand the test of time. It's not just a burger in there. It's a sense of hope, a commitment to giving back. To those that use it, it's a space to breathe. And you know what? I think I rather like it.
Wow. So good. To combine Grand Designs. In fact, Grand Designs and Rust, two of my favourite things. Let's put it into the art challenge. Really cool. Amazing work. BKA, well done. It's really good. Yeah. BKA sent me this and was like, please let me know if Pezabeth has done a better one. I was like, don't you worry. Pezabeth has done something else. Has done something, but it's not in Rust. I think we just watch it again. I think we get another watch. So you can see all the little details, and then we'll... and then, Pez, if you're ready, I'll give you a call, and we can go through your pictures. Here we go.
Now we're friends.
Thank you, Grace Feet.
When all is said and done, what's been built here at the edge of this ancient cliffside is something uncompromisingly bold and modern. Some might see it as nothing more than a giant cup, but it's what's inside that cup that Cupburger believe will stand the test of time. It's not just a burger in there. It's a sense of hope, a commitment to giving back. To those that use it, it's a space to breathe. And you know what? I think I rather like it.
It's very Kevin. Spot on Kevin words. Sadly, building this cup, he went 45% over budget. Yeah. And the cup, he got a divorce. Yes. And also there's been a lot of subsidence since this was filmed on this rock face. Where is it?
Something.
Over here. This is now right up to here, and at any point, Cuppy's going to collapse. Maybe we'll see that in a little revisit. Anyway, amazing, BK. Thank you very much. So good. And because I didn't even notice that the burger wasn't in there. I didn't even notice. I was just like, oh, that's so cool. It's Cuppy. And then the balloon started going up. There you have it. Fantastic. Great work, BK. Thank you. Pez, are you up for getting on a call to talk about yours? I wanted to make sure I spoke to a few people because I can't speak to everybody, but I just spoke to a couple of people who have put together things that are particularly, I just know that is like a real passion of theirs, and I'm interested to hear a little bit about how and why and stuff like that. So Pez is going to get on and we're going to talk. Now, I haven't set up any scenes or anything, but if I just call you Pezabeth, then we should just be able to hear you. I'm just going to do audio call for you, right? I think. Yeah. Voice. Yeah. Here we go. Calling Pezabeth. Am I calling? I can't hear a dial tone, but I have called. Started calling. Hello? Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Can everyone else hear Pez? I think you can. Let us know about the volumes. If Pezabeth is too quiet, too loud, let us know.
Hello, everyone.
Love Pez's voice. Sounds good. Beer or beef? I tell you what, Wasps, and I'll get into it and then we'll see. No, I'll just turn you up slightly. What I should do is trust Wasps because he's one of my mods. So let's turn up Pezabeth a little bit. There we go.
Hello? Is that good?
Hello. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you'll see there's going to be a little delay from when I click on stuff and then Pezabeth can actually see it on the stream. But if I click, we're going to see a little bit of a work in progress here. But what is... So let me click. Here we go. Here's the burger. Pez, what is this? Like, what is this called that you're doing here? Because this is like a particular technique, right? That you've done.
Yeah. It's called wool felting, I guess.
Okay.
It's essentially, it's just you get wool, like, dyed all different kinds of colors. And then there's this little needle.
Yeah, I'm going to click onto
that does magic. I don't know exactly what it does, but you just stab it a bunch and it knots it all up together to form like a little solid thing. So it's just made out of wool.
Is that the needle that's up here? I'm moving my
cursor. Yes, those are examples. So there's two different kind. The one that's just a single needle is what you would use for sort of like doing more specific, like detailed things, like making indentations. Like when I was doing the face, for example, I had to use that needle. But like the big one that has just a bunch of needles on it, that's what you would do to get, like, if you want to just do like a large area and mat it all together really quickly. Because it's essentially, it's a very repetitive task. It reminded me of how you have that ball that you were hammering into a circle. It's very much that kind of thing. It's just that the same thing over and over and over again, trying to shape the wool into whatever shape you're going for.
Yeah. And Alana says, I bet it's really mindful. You just put a podcast on or a stream or something and just sit there.
The thing about the wool felting in particular is that because those needles, they need to be very sharp to get like, to cut through the wool and kind of like, I don't know what it does. Like I said, I'm assuming magic. That's what I'm operating under the assumption that there's just magic happening there. But because it's so sharp, if you like stop paying attention and you're just stabbing away, you definitely can injure yourself. I think that wool felting, I've never done it and not bled a little bit.
I really amazing. Yeah, and I like your little brush.
But I'm not
there. So is that? Do you use that brush, or is that literally just to sit the stuff on that you're working on? The
brush is, I found, like the best thing to put it on top of when you're making it. So the thing next to it that you can see, like that white thing, is like a piece of very dense foam,
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know. That's another thing that people use as a mat because, like I said, you're stabbing through the wool, right? So you can't have it on a hard surface. You'd break the needle when you stab through it. So you have to have it on
Right.
something that it can go through, but that it won't stick in also, you know? So if you're using like another fabric underneath, it's going to, you'll just end up wool felting the thing to the fabric, and then they will be one thing. So you
Okay.
have to use something it won't stick to. That's why the high density foam works, but I don't think it works as well as like the brush, because the brush will support it, but then there's nothing for,
Yeah.
if you do
No
go, you know what I mean? There's
resistance.
nothing for it to grab onto. So
Yeah. Yeah. I like
so it
that.
works really well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to show
that's what I would say.
the final guy, the final Cuppy. Pez sent a few different pics, but I sort of narrowed it down to these ones. I like that you got the website in the background, and then I didn't even notice that's like that must be all your wool in those boxes.
Yeah, that's what you can get, like little things like that that just have a bunch of different colors in them. So yeah, and that's it. You
Amazing.
just stab wool into a shape. I like it. It's like a 3D kind of art that is similar in my mind to making stuff out of clay, but it's not messy at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like clean clay.
Next time I'm going to have to. I should have requested a little video because I'd love to see the technique, sort of how quick you're stabbing, how it comes
You
together.
definitely get into a groove, and yeah, it's interesting too. What I really liked about doing this actually was making the lettuce for the burger.
Yeah.
Because I was experimenting. See, I'm not like really an accomplished wool felter. I don't want to make it seem like this is a thing I know a ton about. I've done it a few times. This is one of the only times I've ever actually like made a thing. You know what I mean? So
cool.
it's something that I don't know a ton about, but I know enough about, you know, that I knew I could do this. And I liked experimenting. So I used like some sheets of flat already, like, you know how you can just get sheets of felt, you know, like craft for crafting and stuff. So I used some of those, but I also like poked the wool through them to like give them different textures, and that's how I made the lettuce. And it was just like the whole thing was an experiment. So it was very fun to do because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, in the end, it's like a little. I still have them here, and I love them. It just sits on my shelf. I look over at them all the time. Like, hey, you.
That's so cool. And I would have no idea that you've never actually made something like produced a proper like thing like this with, I guess, with this many components.
I've done one or
and
two things. I'm one of those people that I see like a new type of crafting, and I'm like, well, I'm going to try that. That's, you know what I mean? And then I have supplies. I have so many supplies for things that I don't really know how to do, but I've tried it a few times.
Yeah. And even like when people in chat have said this as well, that like the face, you could easily have just gone with a flat face and had the eyes and the mouth and things, but the way that you've got the definition of the little cheeks and the indentations on the eyes and the nose, I'd love to see how that all came together. It's so cool.
Yeah, it comes together like in see, even now when I look at it, I can still see like the different kind of layers of wool on top of each other because they're slightly different shades. But but like the idea, I was trying to, because I can get obsessive about stuff. So you know, I can't look at the things that I make too much because I'll just end up never not changing them.
You spot stuff that you want to improve upon, or little errors that we're not seeing at all. But and 1030 says the like the grill marks on the burger, they're fantastic. So is that just a darker brown wool that you've just layered on top
just
there?
Like a little strip of black wool over top, and then I poke that down in. Yeah,
that's so cool. Amazing. Cool. Well, I guess that's it. But I was keen to chat to you about it because it is like I would have had no idea how you went about this, and even when you sent the pictures through with all the tools, I was like, I still don't really get it.
It's a fun thing. I would say anyone who's even a little bit crafty or curious should try it, because you can get little kits that will come with everything you need to try it out. And the first time I ever did it, I was surprised how like satisfying it really is. But you have to be the type of person that will just sit there for hours, you know, poking something with a needle.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it might be for me. The amount of times I've hit this ball with a hammer. But maybe a needle's
it's
not
very
a good
much
idea.
like that. It is very mindful.
Cool. Okay, well, thank you, Pez.
Yeah,
are you
thank
accepting
you.
commissions now? You might have loads of people calling you saying, "Oh my god, I need you to make me something, Pez."
I am always up for a challenge. If anybody wants me to wool felt them something, just hit me up.
Amazing. Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much, and thanks
All
for
right.
coming on to have a chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So good. Yeah, when I first saw it, I just didn't get it. Hello, Yak. Hello, the zombie. I did not get how... Oh, no! Wasp kill bears, everyone! Sorry, wasps. I did not get how it worked. Let me go back. Wasps. Sorry. Anyway, now we're going to go on to digital art, everybody. Stuff that people have created digitally using their computers. Wasps got the spoiler. First up, it's Wasps Kill Bears. Who went down the propaganda poster route. Did a nice halftone there, which at the time I was putting a halftone on everything. What did you use to make this? I'm intrigued as to how you got these. Like, what is this texture or on the cheeks here? Or you've used some sort of liquefy tool. And then it also looks like you've used. I don't know what you've done. I thought it was like a banzai thing. How have you created this, Wasps? You've liquefied the cheeks. I love it. It's propaganda. Always liquefy the cheeks. And you've liquefy. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Liquefy. But weird then. Liquefied the chin as well. I like that. Because I imagine you had a straight mouth and then you liquefied the chin and it's given it a little grimace, which I really like. But yeah, this is really cool. I like the sun. The propaganda, as he said. And an actual burger, unless you've drawn each of these dots individually. It seems like you've got a proper burger and then done the old halftone. But thank you, Wasps. Wasps has got a baby to look after and he still found time to do this for us. Next up, we've got another bit of digital art, which is an illustration, but I didn't put it in the other ones at the start because they're all done by hand, as in with like on paper. This is done by a digital artist, one of the best, alongside Wasps. It is Stranded on Earth. And what a fantastic message we've got here as well. strandedcomics.com, the bottom left there, if you want to go and check out Stranded's work. Look at that. Flipping the middle fingers. I really enjoy the angle that Stranded has gone for. Cuppy is looking up at us with a very, very happy little face. The burger looks great. Yeah, Stranded is great. Stranded quite often streams early mornings because do they live in Japan? Shut up, Pip. He talks about the liquefied cheek and chin quite a lot. They live in Japan, yes. When they stream, they quite often stream what's like kind of late for them, but early, really early morning for us. But really cool. Really love it. Thank you, Stranded. Next, Steph. I haven't really pre-warned you, but I did give you a rough time. What did I say, Steph? I said 7:30ish to Steph as to when we'd have a chat, and it's 7:25. Are you around? Are you still up for it? Are you still up for being on video? I've got pictures available that you sent me, but I thought maybe I don't know, what do you think? I could show the pictures and then you get on a call, or you could do the reveal on video and then I could show the pictures. Steph makes stuff if you're here, that is. If you're not here, then I could skip and go to somebody else. We'll just give Steph a few moments. Producer in my ear is saying to move on. Okay. You ready? Okay, should we do a call? I think we do a call and you can reveal what you've made. Now, everybody, look, Steph's username is literally Steph Makes Stuff. So Steph has made stuff before. She's upstairs ready. The Tomby, do you live with Steph? Or I hope so. I hope so. Right, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to Let me just get Steph, bear with. I'm gonna, because I haven't had a chance to set this up. Just checking if I can have our DMs on screen or if I should call you. Oh, in fact, Steph, let me. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to start the video call. And thank you very much for being up for this. And then I'm going to have to set up the you being on Discord separately. Oh, and you might not be able to see me unless I turn on my virtual camera. There we go. Let me set this up. Settings, video, OBS virtual camera, escape. Okay, I'm calling you now, Steph. I don't know if you can hear that ringing. The Tommy's Mr. Steph. Yeah, Mr. Stuff. Mr. Steph, Mr. Stuff. Can you hear it ringing, Steph? Nice, Lana. That's cool. I didn't know that was why. I am cool. It says video connected. Are we connected? Turn off camera, mute. Share your screen. Let me know how it's going, Steph. I tell you what, meanwhile, I will bring up a little Discord thing. There it is, Discord. Let's get rid of Cuppy and show us your stuff, and then let's get to Discord and let's. What's that? Okay, that's nothing to worry about. Accepted the call but can't see you. Okay, we'll sort it out. I can't hear you or see you, so I don't know what's going on there. So give me a sec. Right, I think you'll end up going in there, and I'll just come over here when you're on screen. Okay, I'm going to hang up. Oh,
sorry, I realised there was something else I needed to click.
Oh, okay. Hello, I can hear you now.
Okay, can you see me?
I can't see you. Let me turn you down a bit. I can't see you. No.
That's because I'm not turning my camera on.
There you are. Look what Steph's done.
Sorry,
right, how do I move my camera? You can't see me though. Oh, your camera's gone now. Is that right? I've lost your camera now. Oh, there you are. There you are. You're back. Look.
Sorry, I'm appearing, disappearing.
No, that's okay. Hello, Steph. In fact, I might go off camera and then put myself over you slightly. But feel free to show us your stuff. Show your cuppy.
Yep. So this is a puppet cuppy, aka Cuppet, and yeah. So the first thing that came to mind for me when you put the kind of call for submissions out was. Do you remember the kind of old McDonald's adverts they had back in the kind of early to mid-90s, and where they had all the kind of mascots like Grimace and Hamburglar and what have you?
Yeah.
But they also had this kind of choir of little kind of burger Muppet style puppets with the wee kind of googly eyes and things on them.
Yeah.
So basically my first thought was, wouldn't it be funny if Cuppy had one of those for a head instead of the kind of face being on his belly?
It's so good.
On the actual cup, rather. So, and it's one of those ideas. Do you ever get an idea that you know is a bit daft or a bit niche or whatever, or there's a high risk of it turning out looking a bit cursed?
Yeah.
So Cuppet was one of those ideas, and
it's so good.
It's one of those ones that your kind of brain latches onto and won't let go until you do it. So that's how we came about. That's how most of my puppets come about, come to think of it. But
could you hold them so that they're a bit in the middle? Yeah, because if my camera's not here, then the Discord thing's in the way. I didn't notice when you sent the pics through, and I'll show the pics because they look amazing in those too. But that you had the hand things, of course, so you can actually move the hands.
Yeah, so he's got wee arm rods. So I've only got one set of rods, so they're kind of interchangeable between all the puppets I've got. But it's got wee kind of pockets. Just in his hand there.
So good.
The end of the rod.
Yeah.
So the end of the rod is just a kind of square that fits into that wee pocket.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you sort of move the arms and things around.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what? So Steph, because you do make stuff, but do you, like you said, you've made puppets before. What's your puppeting history?
So it's something I only started doing a few years ago during lockdown. Basically, it's sort of 1030's fault. There's a stream of his once where he just moved house and he was going around the loft kind of getting all his old projects out of boxes to show us.
Yeah.
And one of them was puppets. He was making a Roscoe and Co Jinzo. And
Yes.
at that point, they were just kind of wee foam skulls, but you could see how he'd kind of shape panels of foam to form the heads and what have you. And he was talking about how he was going to kind of shape the fleece to the head to make skin and make them little props and kind of dyeing bits of wool the exact shade of Roscoe's beard and things like that. And I've kind of realised over the last wee while I've got a thing for kind of big projects like that. They've got all sorts of kind of interesting wee processes to them.
Yeah.
So that kind of got an itch going, I think. So a few weeks later, then so then started talking about like exactly how we'd learn to do it. Like there's such and such a website or this guy on YouTube, and so that's what first got me thinking. Oh, I could make a puppet too, and it would probably be fun. So like Pezabeth, I'm kind of prone to seeing people do things and kind of thinking, oh, I fancy I'll go at that myself.
But you actually followed through. That's the bit that people don't do.
Yeah, so a few weeks later, I mean, say, the puppet Eraserhead baby that's in my kind of profile pictures and things.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got them handy here. So for those who haven't seen them before, this is my first puppet.
Oh my God, so cute.
The Eraserhead baby, and I kind of thought you might work initially as part of like a Halloween costume or something. But the idea is you kind of hold on like that and kind of hide the fact that you're.
Oh yeah, okay.
And in his bottom like that, so.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that's him. So it kind of snowballed from there. So it's not something I do like very often, but it's something I do really enjoy.
Yeah,
I do it.
I love. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, on you go.
Okay. What I was going to say is with both of those puppets, they just look very professional, and they look. But the material, like what kind of material is that, and where do you get it from?
So it's just fleece, and I order it online
fleece,
from
of
pretty much any
course.
kind of fabric supplier.
Incredible.
And the insides is just sort of a 20mm upholstery foam. So you start with a sort of skeleton of foam, and it's like for a Muppet style puppet, the body's usually sort of panels, that sort of shape.
Yeah.
You cut out maybe like 5 or 6 of them, kind of glue them together to form this sort of that teardrop shape.
Right.
So once you've done that, it's a case of kind of fitting the fabric around it and kind of pinning where you want the kind of darts and things, and just kind of working from there.
So,
to get the shape
so
right.
good. So, but
Yeah.
I guess you worked out that you needed to have the burger on the hand, and so that would have to be that size. And then you were like, oh no, that means I then have to make a cup big enough to fit the burger.
Yeah, so that's why the cup's absolutely massive.
He's great though.
Yeah, the burger was the easy part. Basically, there's a few kind of burger puppets online, well, burger puppet patterns rather than online that you can download. So he was the easy part.
Yeah.
So like the bun's just sort of discs of foam layered up. Then there's a bit of sort of quilt wadding as well, just on top to kind of soften the shape of it a wee bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all just kind of
Love it.
layers of foam.
Look at the tomato tongue.
Then for the insides, the cheese and lettuce is just kind of sheets of felt, and then I tried to embroider a wee tomato tongue as well.
Yeah, love that. Lovely bit of character. And can you please show the feet, because I really love the feet. The little the trainers, the little red.
So there's his
look
feet.
at his little legs and feet. So much personality. Yeah. Look at his little feet. Ah, I love him. I love them. They're so good.
The feet were quite fun to do, but again, it's just sort of layers of foam layered up, and then the top to get the sort of the round shape of it. Those sort of egg-shaped beauty sponges that you get.
Yeah.
Just cut them in half and stick them on top, and that's your sort of round bit.
Oh, okay.
So it's what I like about making puppets. I think it's it's one of all these sort of processes that bring up all sorts of little puzzles as you go along, and there's ways of solving them, like how do I make this shape? How do I add this sort of detail? And, it can be quite a sort of, as Pez was saying about the needle felting as well, it can be quite a sort of mindful thing.
Yeah.
So you sort of think you can just kind of stick a stream or a podcast on or whatever and go off into your happy place and just sit there.
I love that, yeah.
Sewing and cutting things out.
And believe it or not, I have found myself doing that whilst hammering my ball. I know it's a completely different thing, and I'm literally hammering a metal ball, and there's no other action that I'm taking, but just to sit there and like put on a podcast or something. I love that, to be creative and then get a chance to listen to stuff and just, not be looking at the news or doing any jobs around the house. It's brilliant. Steph, like, what are there other things that you make? What other things do you enjoy doing?
So I do all sorts. As Pez said, as I said earlier on, I'm quite prone to kind of seeing one person do something and then thinking, I want to go at that myself rather.
Yeah.
My main kind of thing that I'm working on at the moment is sort of stop motion puppets based on my No Man's Sky character. I don't have him handy, unfortunately.
Okay.
But my husband got me an armature kit for a kind of stop motion puppet a wee while ago. So that's been a whole big process of kind of making his head out of polymer clay and then painting all the wee details on that, making his outfit out of kind of felt and all sorts of kind of fabric scraps I've got.
Yeah.
And then he's got a wee sort of jetpack backpack sort of contraption as well. So I've been trying to 3D print that, which has been a kind of big learning curve because it's not something I've really done before. So that's the kind of main work in progress at the moment.
Cool.
But I do quite a lot of kind of 3D stuff as well, kind of using Blender.
Okay.
So quite like kind of making wee scenes and characters and that.
And is this all? You don't need to go into specifics, but is this totally separate from what you do for work? If you work, is this all just sort of escapism and fun, or have you ever been paid to do any of this?
Yeah, so it's all stuff I do for fun. So I do admin for the NHS for work. So it's not a job that gives you much in the way of kind of creative outlets. So I kind of tend to do all that when I'm home. So every now and then I get a wee itch for a creative project.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
It's so good. I absolutely love them. And when you sent the pictures through, I was just amazed. And I'll bring the pictures up on the stream after we say goodbye in a sec. But like the amount of time and effort you've put in is absolutely incredible. And we may as well reveal now that Steph has said that they're willing to donate Cuppy to the auction. So we're going to be auctioning off this Cuppy puppet, the Cuppet, at the end of the stream. So yeah, thank you, Steph. I appreciate it, and thanks for coming on the stream as well on video.
Yeah, no, thanks very much for having me on. It's been fun.
No worries. All right, thanks a lot, Steph. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Look at this. Look at that. How good was that? I feel so happy. The Cuppet makes me feel so happy. Look at these pictures. As soon as I saw the pictures, I didn't realise it was a puppet initially. And it was only after I sort of looked to the right-hand side picture that I then looked back at the left-hand side picture and noticed the hand up the bum of the puppet. Thank you, Steph. Steph, again, like I love these stories of people that just are so talented, but they just do this stuff as like a little passion project. And again, I guess if there's any if anybody wants to commission Steph to do something, then please do, because look, the talent levels are absolutely incredible. And this, as I said, is going to be one of the items that is up for auction. So we're going to be auctioning off this at the end of the stream. It'll go for however much it goes for. I am going to cover postage because I don't expect the person bidding to cover it, and I definitely don't expect Steph to cover it. So I will cover the postage.
Now we're friends.
We'll send it third class. Bumkisser42, thanks for the follow. But you could own this puppet later on in the stream. So you've seen the amount of work that's gone into it. It's fleecy as well. And you can take as like we've got rods for the hands, but you can take those rods out, so you can have him as, it's not going to have this little metal bit. You can have him as a little cuddly teddy. You don't have to do puppeteering. You don't have to. You can just have him on your bed or on your sofa as a little cuddly boy. The Cuppet. I want it, to be honest with you. I might bid and then give it to Alex. Thank you, Steph, for coming on. Really nice to meet you and to see you. I know some of you have met Steph in the past at gigs, right? But that was my first time. Right. Next up. We all want it. Mad that there were 41 bum kisses. There were. Next up, we've got another complete left turn. Something completely different. We've actually got a bit of music. Oh, has Funkel Albert done? No. Rewild has done something, everyone. And I know Rewild was feeling a little bit like, oh God, what have I done? Why have I submitted this? But I think you're going to love it. And it's just a fun little thing. Rewild is very talented. Check this out. Rewild, I hope you don't feel we've just seen the amazing Cuppet, but Rewild, I love this. Rewild just did a little bit of music. Who knew that we had so many different levels of talent in this community?
Cupburger. He's a burger stuffed into a cup. I'm not making it up. Cupburger. Licensed to aid anyone in need in our community. He loves our community. Oh, Cuppy, you're the one for me.
How good is that? What a voice. Rewild, what a voice. Rewild, tell us, what's the deal? Are you in a band? Have you been in many bands? Are you a professional singer? Really cool. I loved it. And I love that you were like, I never even considered that somebody would submit a song of them singing. It's really cool. Thank you very much. They've got an album? Maybe I did know that. Yeah, you're in a few, not a pro. Really good. And it's a great theme tune, yeah. I just want to hear, in fact, let's just listen to the chorus again, or the bit where you first sing Cupburger. It's a lovely surprise. Sorry, it's really loud for me, but I've leveled it out for you lot, I think. Ready? Ready? Rewild. Liquid gold coming out of your mouth. That's meant to be a compliment. It sounds weird. I'm trying to say you've got a lovely voice. Thank you, Rewild. Next up. We're flying through these, actually. We're doing okay for time. Oh, we're on time for when I said that I'd speak to Weetabix, Licks and Llama. Next up, we're going to look at a little bit of sewing / knitting, or maybe techniques that have different names that I don't know. We've got 2 images coming up now. We've got submissions from Morgie and ono.jpg. Look at these. Look how cute these are. Ono didn't want to submit, but I'm delighted that he did. And Morgie only sort of found the community like a month ago through Cudder streams and then has got involved in this. I really love it. Tell me, is that cross stitch? Oh no, is it just sewing, or is it? I don't know what that is. And then Morgie, is that knitting? Is that your communal garden knitting, Morgie? It's so good. Knitting and embroidery. Knitting, yes. Okay. I thought it was knitting, but I thought there was a chance that it was like something else. Like we've had felting. I didn't even know that was a thing. How big is it, Morgie? I've just realised I can't work out the scale of that. Is it about the size of an apple? We can roughly work out how big Ono's is because of Ono's hand being there. Backstitch. Found a non-white fabric too. I like you. Oh yeah, there's like a pattern on it. I didn't notice that. It's a knitted burger in a knitted cup. Kind of the size of a hand. Look at this. So these are kind of to scale in relation to each other. These two photos. That's great. Both chock full of present mindfulness. I hope that has been the case for everybody that's done something. I kind of wish I'd actually spent some time doing something. I guess I did design Cuppy initially, but it's not that. Doing like graphic design isn't that mindful. Or like when you're doing stuff online, because that's like kind of what I do for my job. So I don't feel myself. I don't think it's mindfulness when I do that. If I do it as like passion projects, then I really enjoy it, but it's not the same as doing something with your hands. I don't know, I'm using my hands and my mouse and my keyboard, but this kind of stuff is great. And this is like inspiring me to do more metal balls in the future. We need more liquefying of the cheeks, and we do. Hand drew it and then stitched it. Amazing work, Ono. Thank you, Ono. Thank you, Morgie. Thanks for getting involved so early on, Morgie. Like that, I imagine that took quite a while to knit. So, yeah. The hammering and the sanding has been great, and you just fucking wait until I get onto... oh! Why is that as we're just chatting? Oh, that's fine. Well, luckily, that's just me and Steph talking about coming on the chat. So let me go back to here, and then let me turn Discord off. And then you got double me. But to be honest with you, we're going to need Discord again in a minute. I'm going to be polishing my ball sometime soon. So, look, we're all creative here. Liquefy the cheeks. We're all creative. Thank you very much. Next up is... we're going into our 3D section, everybody. Now, we've had two people to do who have worked on a 3D version of Cuppy, which is an absolute dream. This is the first time I've ever done like an illustration that's been turned into a 3D model. I think I did do that when I worked on computer games once. So this is actually quite underwhelming for me. But for you lot, you're going to be amazed. Mids and Weetabix Licks both did 3D versions of Cuppy, built Cuppy in what programs? Was it two different programs? I don't know who used what. We're going to get Weetabix Licks on in a minute to have a little chat too. But first we're going to look at Mids, because Mids has also made us a little video. So we're going to have a little video from Mids and an image of his creation. Then we're going to have a chat with Weetabix. And then we might also be having a chat with Llama as well. Blender for you, Mids. Textured in substance. We're all textured in substance. Be more specific. We're all textured in substance. My chosen substance is skin. Mids did his 3D work in one long stream. And here is a time lapse of that entire stream.
Too many styles for me to engage a debate, y'all. the same league, don't keep the same score. I seen the legends rock, I seen the greats fall. I watched them turn it all to fantasy baseball, fantasy baseball, fantasy baseball, fantasy baseball. But I ain't come to play with y'all. You never rated me, but then I kinda hated y'all. You never made my team in fantasy baseball. The greatest freestyle of all time was not recorded. Somebody's battery died, somebody's mic distorted. In any case, they never played it back, but fear not, it lives deep in the heart of everyone who was an earshot. The weird part is when the beating heart becomes collectible. Now they making charts about your vocab and your revenue. Statisticians wishing they could round you to a decimal. Place you in the playlist, a hypothetical festival. Well, one for your favorite, two for Biggie and Pac, three for naming me your top 5 rappers right off the top. I got so little patience for this form of conversation. My source of inspiration don't need your evaluation. Why not just leave my name completely out of that rotation? I'm still perfecting game and running bases in the vacant sandlot. My hand is hot, but I am not the one to shoot you down. Respect is due and I've accrued enough to move around. But when you get there, I just find it mad amusing how the Hall of Fame is just a tourist trap in Cooperstown. Too many styles.
Huh? How long was that stream, Mids? Was it like 6 hours or something? Did you even get up and go for a piss? Mids and Weetabix, I think obviously both use these talents within their jobs. Multi-talented creatives, digital creatives. 8 hours. You must have gone to the toilet in that time. Look at Cuppy. And I love the little twists you've done on it. You haven't done, you know, you've added the what is that? It's like a cracked, that's a type of pottery, isn't it? Is that a type of pottery where they like make something, smash it, and then glue it together with funky coloured glues? Stop asking him about his piss. I can't. I love the gold arms and legs. The burger looks really, really good, like really juicy. The actual meat. Kintsugi, is that a thing? Hyperfocus, yeah. Yeah, the bun looks, the good texture on the bun, good colouring on the bun, really like it. Lettuce looks nice. You got, yeah. I love the intricate way that you've done the lattice of mayonnaise and ketchup. I like to think you do that with your own burgers. Cuppy isn't juicy, please stop. Well, you wait until you see one of Weetabix's entries. Items are repaired with gold, so I was right. But I didn't know it was a Japanese art, and I didn't know it was called kintsugi. Mids, thank you so much for spending so much time putting this together. He's very cool. It's not for eating, I know, but no, there's no buts, isn't there? Is there? But yeah, really cool. I love the lighting and like the shadow. Thank you very much, Mids, for spending 7 hours in one single stream making this from scratch. I don't know how you did that, actually. I definitely would have needed to have taken a huge break or like carried on the next day. That's amazing. I would have been so mentally exhausted. But, Mids is just built different. Thank you, Mids. Weetabix, are you ready to have a chat? Now, I could have had a chat with Mids, but because Mids did the video, I thought that was quite cool. We got to see through Mids' process. Thought we could have a chat with Weetabix about his, because it's also going to link on to the chat with Llama. And Llama, I might get Llama to jump on the chat with Weetabix in a minute. And I'll explain why in a second. You can probably work it out. Ready when you are. Look at this. Weetabix and Llama both ready. What absolute pros. Right, I'm going to call you Wheat. Can I add somebody to an existing video call? So if I call Wheat, will I then be able to add Llama? Let's just find out. Let's find out. Now, you're not going to be able to see my camera, Weetabix Licks. You're going to have to see me on the stream, I'm afraid. No! This is not fair! Oh, I want to be doing that.
That's a callback.
I'm so jealous.
Callback.
Where's mine? What have you got? What do you recommend? What do you use?
I just got myself some standard Sinex Micro Mist.
Oh, okay. And that's good for how often are you huffing on that?
Every 10 minutes.
Okay.
Something like that. It's good, it's
Um,
good stuff. I've had that stuff though that you've got. That's good as well.
Bit of beef on wheats. Let's turn up Discord in general. Okay. I'm going to see the doctor before I take this again, although I'd love it now. I'd love it now. I won't.
Have a cheeky sniff.
Hello. This is Twitch's hottest new streamer, Weetabix Licks. Let's give a little shout out to you. Actually, no, fuck it. This is enough. You can. I will at the end. Somebody else can. It's too many things to do at once. I wish I could remove this little window here. What have I done? Okay, there we go. I'll move that over there. Okay. Wait, what I should probably do actually is bring up your images on the stream, and then we can talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
If that's cool.
That.
So I've
Yeah,
got two
that's
images. Cool. We've got two renders. And here they are. And I'll let them appear on your screen. So we've got the copy you've made. And then on the right-hand side, well, do you want to tell us about these?
Yeah, those are copies.
Cool. Thanks for joining me.
There you go. So no, I just decided to do just a normal sort of, I call it OG copy.
Yeah.
And just because I kind of like the idea of taking something that's like, you know, abstract in terms of it just being a sort of still graphic and trying to make it look physical as possible. So that was like initially the thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I knew that lots of other people in the community were doing like other versions. So I wanted to possibly do another take, and because it was already in 3D, it was sort of you know, fairly simple to just change materials and lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
So the idea was actually Llama's idea, because it was by Visibility Day, and
Perfect.
I think it was by Visibility Day, but yeah. So we
I think it
decided
was,
to
yeah.
just go down that route. Yeah. So change the hand to a fist, give it a little flag.
Oh yeah.
And relit it and stuff.
I didn't spot that.
Yeah.
That's commitment actually, because you spent all that time to model Cuppy in 3D and then to do additional work, not just have to, not just the flag and the lighting, to do the fist.
Well, it's actually the other hand.
Oh,
so there's the trick.
duplicated.
There's the trick. Yeah.
That makes sense. And mirrored. How long have you been doing 3D stuff?
A long time, actually. We were talking about that on the stream, and when I did the maths, I was kind of surprised. I started at university, so at risk of aging myself, that's 25 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just under 25 years, so a long time, actually.
And you, like, your day job is a concept artist, is that right? Or that's part of your work, or at least that used to be?
Yeah, concept artist and art director.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends on how big the team is on how much actual concept art I'm expected to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How much concept art do you do in 3D, or is it just one of the strings to your bow? Or is it something you do
now
a lot?
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, now a lot. Like almost every concept or every sort of major concept will be at some point have either a little or a lot of 3D in for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots.
Cool. Well, yeah, I worked with an agency once, and there were a couple of specialist 3D guys, and it was always really cool to see how they build the different models. And then because we were working on computer games, some of them would have these skills, but some would they'd pass the files on to other people to do rigging and stuff, and then setting up walk cycles. Can you do any of that? Have you done animation?
Well, yeah. I mean, I started at risk of sort of going off on one. I started at uni as I did film, and film was like I wanted to be a director, and I wasn't hugely social, so 3D was like one of those things that allowed me to sort of, I could make the actors and I could be the camera person and all that stuff myself, like on the computer.
Yeah.
Instead of like working with people, which I sort of regret now, as an adult. But at the time, that was sort of socially all I was capable of. So as a result, I did learn how to animate pretty badly, but I could sort of make short films and stuff in 3D. So
Okay.
I could do a little bit of it. Nothing like, I'm not an animator. It's like a completely different art. But I could rig basic stuff.
Yeah, I just remember seeing, like, no matter what character they were given, being able to get that basic walk cycle going, and and then having a go at it myself and having no clue. Even though I'm sure that's probably quite an early thing that you learn. And maybe once you know the basics, it's not too hard. But someday I would love to see Cuppy strutting their stuff.
I mean, there's definitely animators in the community. I think Frog is by trade is an actual animator. So there's one person that I know just off the top of my head, and I think there's others as well. So
yeah, Frog Zoe. Possible. And I think
Yeah.
Frog has said that they are thinking about doing some skill sharing for Cupburger as well, and maybe talking about 3D stuff. So perhaps that could be a case of sharing the file, and maybe Frog could get. Basically, we need a full-on TV show for Cuppy. That's where I'm aiming.
This has turned into like a work meeting, hasn't it? This is pretty much
yeah. Because we've got Rewild doing the theme tune, and then we've got all bases covered basically. Maybe we'll have an episode set in Rust. Could you tell me a bit about like the texture? A lot of people have said how he just looks like he looks like a proper toy. He looks like you just want to grab him and play with him. How much of that is just like a preset that you just tick a box on, or how much of that is tweaking settings yourself?
I mean, there are sort of out of the box materials and stuff. This is sort of rendered with something called Octane.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, Octane is known for like product shots and stuff. It's quite good at like shampoo bottles and all of that type of rendering. So there is a lot of preset stuff. But I have a lot of my own things that I've collected over the years, and like most of these materials are ones that I've sort of used for other stuff that I just sort of modified a little bit. And then like once you get to know, like there's a few little sort of tricks that you can do to make things feel real. Like for example, like obviously nothing is like perfectly reflective. Nothing like even the most reflective, solar catching like panels on satellites will have some sort of texture to them. So when you make you think porcelain, which is what I imagine cup is made of, you'd think, oh, that you just whack it to like maximum on reflectivity, but it's just not realistic. So like I would have like a little bit of bump to sort of make it feel like the light's been affected, and like lots and lots of little things like that will make a sort of an overall change. What's the phrase that people use? It's greater than the sum of its parts. That's what I wanted to say. Lots of little things will make a sort of an overall effect.
Yeah, that's cool. Should we show you a little video that you also made?
I would love. That's what I've been waiting to show this.
Yeah, because this is the thing really, is that obviously when I first did the little illustration of Cuppy, you're just seeing Cuppy's front. And so I think most people are under the assumption that this is your basic entry-level white porcelain cup, and it's just going to look pretty much the same around the other side. But that's not actually the case. Let me click through on this and press play. This video quality didn't look that great earlier for some reason, but everybody will get the idea. Liquefied cheeks, BKA. Kinda. I don't know why Google Sheets doesn't want this video to look fantastic. It's a bit pixelated, but and also everybody notice. I think you did this during the stream, right? You've also got Cuppy sort of pounding through a big pile of bread and roses.
Bread and roses.
Yeah.
Or like something that looks like roses.
Yeah, I suppose those aren't actually roses, are they? But it's
think they're
close enough.
pansies,
Yeah.
Bread and pansies.
Bread and pansies. Look at this. I don't know why it's such bad quality. I could just find the actual video and play it properly, but we'll put it in Discord. I'll put all these images in Discord. I'll think about that after. But yeah, I should make sure everybody can go back and look at these. But the quality is particularly bad, unfortunately. Let's go back. Now, how do I go back in this program? There we go. If it's all right with you, I'm going to add Llama to the call now, because you two are kind of collaborating. Or you've basically done your work, but I guess you'll be there for questions and moral support.
Always.
How do I add somebody? Add friends to DM. Need to be friends with Weetabix to start a group DM. We're not friends. I've sent you a request, Wheat, so now we need to become friends before I can add Llama.
Pending.
Always ask before inviting a third, exactly. Add friends, Llama, Chan Gaming. Create group DM. So I don't know if this will cancel the call or will it just add Llama? It cancelled the call. And now it's doing another call. Sorry. It just cancelled it, but you're here now. Llama, we're calling you. Should do a quick prediction. Mac, Llama, I didn't give you much warning, but... Are you there, Llama? Are you there? Wait, so you can still hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. Llama. Oh, look. Oh, no, Llama's joining. Oh, Llama, you're not on the stream. One sec. Get back on. Get back on, Llama. Llama was huffing. Yay. Right, now let me... So, Weetabix Licks, could you turn your camera on again? Is that something you have to do?
I can.
How do I get rid of my camera? I don't want to be here.
Why didn't we just join one of your channels on your Discord?
Good point, yeah. How do I take that off? No. Oh, that's good. You're next to each other. Okay, this is perfect.
Nice.
Okay, everyone. Here's Llama. The reason why Llama is here is because you're going to have to put up with the little green boxes around them when they talk. Llama is here.
Oh, I hate the green boxes.
Unacceptable.
Because...
Gross.
These two are doing a cutter, hands, and Wheat has sent the 3D files. Can you do it the other side? Wheat, the other side.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That side?
Yeah.
Not for me. Oh, wow.
Wait, is it? Which way is it?
Yeah, Llama, that's right for
side?
you. Yeah. And I'll reach over, wishing I was doing it.
Down a bit. There.
Well done.
There.
Well done. What a collab.
We did it.
Good. Is that good? We did it good?
So, Wheat has built this in 3D. Llama is going to print it or attempt to print it. And I want to know, and I'm sure some other people might want to know about that process. So first of all, Wheat, when you finish this, is it as simple as exporting a file, sending it to Llama, or did you have to do anything to make it ready for printing?
It wasn't. It wasn't. To be fair, it could have been, but I got a bit obsessive with wanting it to be exactly as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
there was a bit of a bit of a late night of like fighting with crashing programs and stuff.
Oh god, I'm sorry I did that to you.
No, it wasn't you, Llama. It was me. I sort of it was self-enforced. I was like, I want the edges to be perfect. So yeah.
Perfect.
It was a bit of work, but not because of Llama, but because of myself.
Okay, and then I'm kind of intrigued. So what kind of file do you export, first of all? What are we talking? A Cuppy dot... What is it? This is the shit I love.
What was it that I said?
Do you even know?
I can't remember.
object file or an STL? I can't remember which I asked you for.
STL, yeah, it was an
It was an
STL.
STL.
Nice.
Good old STL.
Don't ask me what STL stands for because I can't remember. I think it's like step something.
Slightly.
Are you making this up?
Tasty.
Yes.
Licorice. Slightly tasty licorice. Because some of these renders look like that. The first ever 3D render looked like slightly tasty licorice, and so that's why they kept that file format.
Stereolithography.
Oh, you've ruined it.
You've ruined it, you
Supertech as
can't.
liquid.
Sorry.
And then Llama. I'm sure a lot of people know about 3D printing, or they know 3D printing happens. And in fact, very quickly, don't forget, everyone, that Llama's made this. Sorry, I'm sorry I don't have my camera available for you two. My ad. And then Llama also made my dome. There you go. What's the deal then?
3D printed stuff around me at the moment.
What's the deal when Weetabix sends you a file? Like, again, when it comes to 3D printing, is there like one piece of software that you use for printing? I know you don't know everything, but you know a lot more than most of us.
So I had to make a couple edits to it. So I loaded it into Tinkercad, which is basically like a baby version of CAD software.
Yeah.
That means I can make little edits because I'm not good at 3D modeling myself.
Okay.
You want to see that? I can share my screen.
Yeah, I can make you bigger. So this is the
mess
dream
things up?
when you get somebody who's good at 3D stuff. No, it should be fine. Oh,
Does it mess things
there's a
up?
fourth.
I said it was going to mess
No,
things
that's
up.
fine. We just lost Sweeps for a bit. Weetabix, by the way, if you need to go or anything, you can, but I assume you'd be happy to chat for a bit more with Llama. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. I'm sharing. Look at this.
So this is so Wheat sent me this half and this half.
Oh.
And I've scooped out
Like a Kinder
an egg shape
Surprise.
inside, like a Kinder Surprise. I might put something inside the finished one actually.
Yeah, do.
And then if you're really determined
razor
to
blade.
destroy it, then you can claim the prize inside, but you'll never have Cuppy again.
Okay. I just thought a razor
and then
blade because I remember as kids thinking that there might be a razor blade in it, or like there was a rumor at school that somebody put.
I'm not going to put a razor blade inside
okay.
Cuppy.
Okay. A little burger.
A tiny little printed burger. I've chucked a little peg on the bottom of his foot there.
Of course you have.
So I can stick it into like the little plate.
Oh,
here,
that's
and then I'll
cool.
Probably write Cuppy on it or something so he can stand up.
Amazing.
And then hold on, let me send you a different screen. Is that still working?
Yeah, working perfectly.
Okay, so this is both halves in Cura, Ultimaker Cura, which is basically the program that tells the 3D printer what it needs to print layer by layer. So this is just the files loaded in and flat on the build plate, which is what the printer is going to print onto. This is an accurate sized build plate for my printer. And then you slice it according to your settings. They're on here, so there's loads of stuff that you need to configure. And then it'll tell it layer by layer what it needs to print, what thickness all the lines need to be, and then you can just it slowly builds up.
Look at this.
Until the end.
That's so good because in my head, I had pictured that you would be printing him standing up, and that I was like, "How are you going to do the arms? The arms will just snap off. This isn't going to work."
So with complicated models like this, it tends to be best to split them in half and then print them flat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just so that you minimize the amount of support that you need. So you see on the prepare screen.
Is that what you did
if
with
I go
Dome?
underneath, you see all the red stuff. That's stuff that's not touching the build plate. So if it didn't have support, it would just be printing in midair.
Right. Okay.
So when you slice it, it'll generate support. So like you can see these little bits of
oh yeah,
this material here that are just propping up stuff that's not touching the build plate.
That you then have to get rid of.
Yeah,
Is that
it
like
snaps off pretty easy normally, but you have to process it a little
so you've
bit.
got to sand it a bit.
Yeah, so there's some problems that we might have here with the lettuce and stuff, but I'll see how it comes when it prints out.
The lettuce, Weetabix, the lettuce.
The lettuce.
Yeah, the lettuce.
It should be okay, I think.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
so
this
cool.
is 6 hours of print if I printed both of them at the same time, but I'm probably just going to print one, see how it looks, and then do the other, so it'll be about 3 hours each.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. So if there's a problem.
And then do the build plate as well, but build plate will be easy.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Thank you
after
for
that,
showing.
sand it all down, prime it, probably resand it again, and then paint it with acrylics.
Beautiful. I was going to ask you if you're planning on painting it. But
Oh,
then,
yeah, you gotta paint
you obviously have done with this stuff you've sent me. Will you come back to your normal camera?
Stuff was 3D printed, yeah.
Come back to if you stop sharing your screen so we can see Wheat.
Okay.
And then I'll recrop or close stream. Okay.
I think it's also worth mentioning that I'm gonna maybe drop llama in it. There is a version with the bum. There is a bum
There
version.
is.
Yeah, do we want the bum version?
I haven't got that prepped, but yeah, it's a potential. I guess the person who wins the auction could decide whether they want the thick version or not.
Huge reveal. There it is. That's what I was going to say next. This collaboration, you could own it. The first ever, and maybe only ever 3D print of a 3D version of Cuppy built by Weetabix Licks, who is now known as Waterbox Locks. Printed and stuck together and sanded and painted by Llama Chan. You can bid on it in a bit in the auction. I'm very excited, and I thank you very much to both of you for quite a lot of time. So this took you what, 2 or 3 streams? I know it wouldn't usually take you that long because you've got people in chat chatting to you and you just started streaming, so it's it probably wouldn't take you as long. But how long did it take? Yes, Llama.
Yeah, it was about 3. It was about 3 streams, but I do have a tendency to sort of go off on one, so I think it probably would have took me that long anyway, to be honest.
Okay.
In a way, having everybody there was keeping me aware that it could be getting boring, so I was sort of going through it. Yeah.
I was really impressed with anybody who can do creative work on stream without just being hyper aware of like people watching what you're doing, and I'm sure you had some of that anyway, but yeah, it's sort of it was inspiring though, because it's made me want to try and do some of that stuff moving forward. Llama, will you be able to do some videos, or didn't you say at one point you were thinking of streaming the printing?
I might stream it. I don't know what else would go on the screen for it, because it's going to be 3 hours of it just printing. So
yeah, that'd be quite a cool stream to have
really
on
that interesting
in the background though, and to keep checking in. It's like the bubble robot type thing. You're not going to sit there and watch it. No offense, 10:30, but you sort of have it on and check progress.
Put some music on or something.
Yeah,
I would love a printer bot.
Yeah, but you could sing, Llama, or do some poetry if you wanted to be involved.
What are you on about?
Wait, because you were like, it's going to be boring.
Involved.
Fucking hell. Thanks so much for this lovely collaboration. Thanks for being involved, and thanks for submitting and getting into it. We all want to hear your singing. Thank you. Thanks for both of you. Anything you want to say before you go? Any other thoughts on this project? Mutual aid? I realised.
Just good, isn't it? Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's good.
I like that.
There you go. Because I said that we'd discuss mutual aid at some point during the stream, so now we've done it, so I'm pleased.
Yeah, we've discussed it now. That's crossed off.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for all the time you spent on this. I'm very excited to see the print, and somebody's going to own it. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Llama doesn't want to sing, hey? Sorry, we could have asked when the next stream was. Shall I try and do the shout out that I failed to do? It should have worked. If this doesn't work... Oh, you've already done one. Mary. Lama, because you said it would be boring. Because it would just be printing. And then if you sing, that means you're there. And you'd be involved, is what I meant. It was meant with love. And humour. Right. What have we got next? We've only got 2 left. 3 left. 4. 4 left. Mary, we are getting to your stuff. Mary has sent me loads of great content, everybody. Mary Biscuits is involved and there's loads of great content. Honestly, Mary went out especially and we've got loads of great Mary stuff to look for. So stick around for that. But now we're going to move on. Dear, oh dear. Imagine if I'd set up proper scenes. Well, actually, this has gone quite smoothly, I think. So I'm not going to berate myself. I think this has gone pretty well. There we go. We're going to open a physical thing, an actual thing, a thing here. Here it is. We're going to open this. Because next up, everybody, is the person who runs this little business in their spare time. That you should be checking out on Etsy and Instagram. It's Lumpily. Lumpily, I've made you wait so long. I've made Lumpily wait so long. I think Lumpily couldn't come on the stream because she's away. It's in another location away from home and has been watching the stream. Before I do this, I'm just going to blow my nose briefly. So why don't I put on Rewild? How do you feel about... Actually, no, let's just show this again while I quickly blow my nose. This isn't very long. Back. It's a high pressure stream. Oh, no, it's a high pressure situation. This is unbelievably taxing to do this. Believe it or not. A lot of people to arrange and talk to. And so stuff just comes out. You must know that by now about my stream technique. I say stuff. I just say stuff. Right. Forget that. Let's get on to this. Not even doxed myself. Look, I've covered my address. So some people might have seen some of the stuff that Lumpily's done before. We did a little competition on one of my streams to win a voucher for Lumpily's shop. Lumpily sent me a load of pictures. I'm trying to decide whether to open it. Let's look at the pictures first, and then I'll open it. I think that'll be better. You're just going to have to trust me that that's the right judgment. Let's move my... thing. Okay. Are you ready to see what Lumpily has created? We're going to see a couple of work in progress shots, and then we're going to see the final thing. Look at this. Look how cute it is. Look at the little cup. Look at the little burger. We've got all the elements of a Cupburger here, and I think I know how this is going to turn out. It's a beautiful little Cupburger. Look at it all wedged inside the cup. It's good, isn't it? Amazing and adorable. Not just that, it's also here. Now, I have opened this, and Alex loves this. She thought it was so cute, and Hannah loves it too and thinks it's great. Let me just double check. Yeah, look at this. I just want to show the amazing service and incredible packaging you get when you make an order from So Cakey. Please go and check it out on Instagram. Got cuteness, aggression. Look at this. Look at it. You want to eat it? Steph, you shouldn't write that kind of stuff in my chat. Imagine if I just took a bite of it. It's jammed in, Llama. I knew you'd appreciate that. Look at the burger. Look how good this is. And it is like dinky, but like in a really great way, in a really cute way. Honestly, look at the stuff that Lumpley makes on their shop. It's just so cute. Do you remember they were like little French fancies, and it's a lot of it's cakes, hence the So Cakey. Lumpley, it's so cool. And here's what happened. Lumpley sent me these pictures. And my immediate thought was, I have to have that. I want it. So my plan, and I said to Lumpley, I was like, how much? Like, I'll have that. Or, sorry, can I have that? Or can I buy that? And then Lumpley was like, whatever, but more eloquently than that. And I was like, how about I donate to Cupburger, and then I can have it. And I think I was getting the impression that Lumpley was okay with me having it, okay? And I thought, how cool would it be to have this on my streams? Have the little Cupburger there. It's a little memory of the night we've had of Cupburger. And it's just a really cool little thing. I love it. And then that's when I thought to myself, I shouldn't really just be having this, even if I give a bit of money to Cupburger. Hold on, I did give money to Cupburger, didn't I? I think I did do it anyway. I think I gave Cupburger 20 quid or 30 quid. Ah, so I've done it anyway. Can I get a refund from Cupburger? But anyway, I'm not going to keep it because then the idea came into my head that we could auction it off. And this is the third and final auction item. You could own this. If you bid for this, you could own this and have it on your shelf as a cool little cute thing and a reminder that you are involved in an incredible community project that even if you haven't donated, even if you haven't taken a grant or applied for a grant, just being here, being involved in the community means you're more than likely a good egg. And I'm sure you spread the word. And you could have this in your little house, on your little shelf. Or big house, big shelf. I adore that. It's so cute. And we are going to auction it off at the end of the stream very, very soon. In fact, no, I won't put it back in there yet. We'll do that at the end. Lumpley, it's so good. Thank you for all your efforts. Very, very, very cute. Lumpley also sent me a little video explaining that. Is this too behind the scenes? I think you won't mind, Lumpley, because you'd want the person who won it to know this, right? That, like, don't necessarily hold it by the handle, and here's a little, just some little tips on how to look after it. And so I'll forward that on to whoever wins the auction, if anybody, but yeah, if they'd like it. We will post these items internationally. I'm just saying that because I've seen Domella's name. I will cover the postage. Steph makes stuff and Llama. I will cover the postage. But I will need you two to go to the post office with the items. I will post this one, and whoever wins the auction, we will post anywhere in the world. We might put it on a very slow boat. Domella. Mr. Worldwide. So that's that. That's the 3 items up for auction. We'll go back into that in a bit, because now we've got 2 coming up at the end. Possibly the 2 best. Don't want to rank any of these, but 2 I'm very excited to show. But now we've got something else I'm very excited to show, because we're going on a journey with Mary Biscuits. Yeah, I know. I might let you know. If it ends up being like 50 quid for all the postage, then I might go into Cupburger. Or I'll just message some of the people. I'm saying this stuff now, but we'll see. No, I'll cover it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Mary Biscuits did some stuff. And anybody who's tuned into previous Shershey stuffs will know that Mary Biscuits is one of the greatest submitters. That sounds weird. But they're one of the... Mary Biscuits is amazing at showing their stuff. Is that even any better? And Mary has put together a big photo album of what Mary has created. So let's have a look. I didn't even put these pictures in my presentation because Mary did some Google albums with loads of pictures. Mary, the greatest submitter, who loves showing their stuff. Mary got the FIMO out, everyone. And these special tools. Look at all this, and look at the cutting mat. What's this? Could this be a cup? I did think that, Steph, but we'll just put it on like really. We'll put it second class. We'll put it on the cheapest. I think whoever, I think it's fine to pay the cheapest amount of postage, but we'll make it work. But I'm happy to contribute up to a certain amount, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be fine. Mary had never made anything in clay. The cutting mat was a mistake. It made my cup go grubby. I see what you mean. It's a great result. Here are some bits. Great boots, shoes, lovely hands with the heart. We've got some great eyes. Here's a little face. Mary, I love this approach. Like Mary's take on Cuppy is cool because it's like a slightly different version of Cuppy. Look at him. Look at him sat there with his lovely red legs. And now for the burger. Love this already. Look how good that bun looks. Don't need to explain what the other elements are. And here's Cuppy. But if you think we're ending here, and that's all that Mary sent me, then strap in. Because that's just the Cuppy bit. Look who else Mary made. Burger not crammed, 1 out of 10. Who's this handsome chap? Could it be? Could it be Ad? Now, I'm going to point out for Mary on Mary's behalf here that this is how I was meant to look. And then something happened in the oven. Yeah. I had a big slump. I had fantastic posture and I was very slim. And suddenly my arms and my stomach are now just very full and heavy. Apple bottom. Too much huffing. And there's that's Mycroft, isn't it, in the background? It was a learning process. It happens to us all. Happens with age, exactly. I've had a very long day. It's tough. It's kind of how I feel at the end of this stream. And here I am with Cuppy. Beautiful. Still cute. And that is Mary's submissions. Oh, wait. Did Mary take them out for a little day out around Cardiff? Both with Cuppy and Ad? Yes. Here's Cuppy. Chilling out on some walls. There's me slumping on another little wall here. Oh, Willow, if you're here, check this out. A bit of moss. Oh, I'm on the old H sign. Whatever that is. That wall needs a pressure wash, Mary. And I think maybe rather than taking photos of little FIMO ads, you should be getting onto the council. Look at them together. I love it. I really love it. I kind of want this now, Mary. I'll be clear I kind of want all of these items, and I also want to auction all of them off. But I don't think that would actually be very good for Cupburger if we auctioned every single item off. I think the money would be spread too thinly. Stuff wouldn't be sold for what it should be, and it wouldn't go particularly well. And it'd be a lot of pressure and a lot of admin on everybody. So I just picked 3 things. Yes, Mary. I would love to have something in the background here. I already do. Look how perfect it is. Oh, maybe I'll just bid for that. I don't know how much money we're going to make. Maybe I could get it for like a £5. There I am. I'm a veteran. Cuppy's a veteran. Veterans for Free Palestine. Thank you, Mary. This is amazing. There we are on Alder Road. Can't believe you didn't cover up the L. Just thought that. You could have covered up the L here. And the E and the R. Or just cover up the RO. In fact, if you'd covered the L, the E, the R and the O, it would have said Adad. Then you could have got your husband to stand next to it, and you could have had Adad. Next time. Very busy street. I wasn't sure about this one. What made you think that? I don't know. It's just the cigarette ash and then the end of the cigarette behind it. This doesn't look like a really lovely scene for Cuppy and Ad. You just put me on a bin. We're bin guys. Okay. Edgy. Yeah. Here we are on a little bench. More on that later. Here we are on that bench. I really like this one. Did anyone walk past whilst you were taking these pictures, Mary? I really like this one. So many people. Did any of them run up and squint and like, is that Ad and Cuppy? Oh shit, is that Mary Biscuits? Right after the school got out, loads of teenagers were looking. Yes, great commitment, Mary. Great commitment. Here we are. This bench confused me. I thought you'd written this on. I thought you'd put this on. It was post-processing of the photo. Why have they got a bench with Comic Sans on it? Sit here if you don't mind someone stopping to say hello. The happy to chat bench. It looks like it's been drawn on. You've got a chat bench. Is it like this? Is it in Comic Sans? I know Comic Sans is the most accessible font, so criticizing use of Comic Sans is very 10 years ago. Papyrus, yeah. Yours has got a nice rainbow. It's really nice. Me and Cuppy had a little chat there. Here I am on some moss. I wish Willow was here right now. Has its place. I didn't mean to reveal this one. I was going to save this. I wasn't going to show this one. But here I am with my big silver ball. And here we are together again. And here we are once more. And here's Mary with me. Me and Mary hanging out. And here I am by a big old mushroom thing. Looking quite worried and shocked about it. Willow would love this too. And here I am on a tree trunk. No, that's not me, is it? That's Cuppy. I got us mixed up. And here's Cuppy on a thing. Hello, Carla. You have missed so much good stuff. Honestly, you must watch the VOD. That is like a reversal of how we are normally. Another bin. I love this one. No big ass on Mary's Cuppy. But look at the detail on the burger. First of all, I love the FIMO burger. But just like looking out into the fields, contemplating the good work that Cuppy is doing in the community. Yeah, we're right at the end now, Carla. But you're in time for the auction, which will be after the next entry. Here I am by a Welsh sign. Bin guy again. I've noticed I've been put near the bin 3 times. On a tree. Outside. By the library. Crossing the road. Loads of people. Table and chairs. What a day out we've had. Following a child and their parent. By a dad pillow. Bit of street art. And a Cafe Nero. Mary was having a coffee at this stage and just discarded their cup onto. This is what Mary does. Just littered. Forgot to crop it out of the picture. Thank you, Mary. Cuppy hanging out. Here I am. That's not me. I keep thinking that's me. What's this? What is this? An old mattress? What? What's this thing? It's all strapped up. Is it an old... No, it's not an old mattress. Is it concrete slabs? And they've got little safety things on. Random street crap. Okay. There we go. There we go again. I like this one. Sitting on top of a traffic cone. And that's it. And that is it. That is the end of the pictures that Mary sent me. How good is that? It's not the end of the videos that Mary sent me, though. We've got 3 videos here. On a bin.
I'm just sitting in a Cardiff park with a couple of my good friends. There's Cuppy. And there is Twitch streamer Ad. I'm just...
I'm one of Mary's friends. And then what about this?
So I'm in the park, and unbelievably, I've stumbled across an incredible scene of Ad with his ball. Whoa.
The whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I really love the whoa. I really do. Mary, thank you so much. Oops. That is Mary's submission. There we go. Oh, and I was supposed to show this. I was supposed to show this before I did that. Whoa. So you've seen the Mary Biscuit content. Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you for your FIMO artwork and for going out and doing some... Because I actually said to Mary sent a couple of pictures and then I was like, oh, it'd be cool if you had anything else, if you could send any like work in progress or if you could do a little video of Cuppy so we can see the different angles. And then Mary went for a full day out. Yeah, we were going to get an Ellen interpretive dance, but we didn't, and Ellen's injured. I don't know what's going on. I've sort of seen bits and bobs in Discord that Mac was at A&E and Ellen's injured, but I don't know what's happening, but I hope Ellen's okay. Big love to Ellen and to Mac. Okay, we've got one more slide left with 2 entries. And I feel a bit bad doing this because I've tried not to judge any of this art along the whole thing. But I actually want you lot to choose your favourite from these last 2. We have had hand-drawn illustrations, lino prints, we've had videos in Rust, we've had felting, wool felting, we've had digital art, we've had puppet making, we've had music, we've had sewing, we've had knitting, we've had 3D art, we're going to get 3D printing. We've had other little sewy type things. We've had FIMO. But now it's time for what we were all hoping for. And you lot need to choose which one that you want. Are you going to have tildes or bollocking passwords? Cupburgers. Both vegan, I believe. Both vegan. BP, I had to put yours and Tildes last. Now what the fuck? BP, I love it. I love that you, because honestly, I put this on a level with everything else. You've been bothered to get, BP bought that cup in a charity shop, everyone, I believe. Is that right? You bought the cup. You've gone out and you've bought a burger. It's perfectly wedged in. It's bigger than the cup. Llama, the originator of this Cupburger logo, is very happy. Tilds is absolutely revolting. But apparently it was delicious. Could you tell us the recipes, please? Tilds is like a little bit, the grease has dripped into Tilds' Nespresso cup. What is a cup of mug? We're going to let them both through. Could you tell me what these are? Apart from fantastic Cupburgers, which we're going to be putting into the auction. Expectation versus reality. Flipped. Chili oil. I bet it was delicious. I'm assuming that you both ate these for your dinner. They look really good. I mean, yeah, Tilds does look pretty awful, but I like it. And I like the fact that Tild put it on a windowsill to have some more natural lighting. BP went outside. Tilds is vegan burger, lettuce, caramelized onions, avocado, and chili oil. Yeah, did you eat them out of the cup? You two might be the only people who've eaten them out of a cup. Jason sourdough roll, bean burger, plant cheese, and mayo. Did you eat them? And did you eat them out of the cup? I hope you didn't use your hands. No, I just chucked it in a hedge. I'm all about food waste. Jason's? It's Jason sourdough. Fantastic work, you two. Thank you very, very much for doing this. I would have been upset if we didn't get some sort of entry with all of the different submissions. Sorry. Can you tell that my mind is starting to slow down a bit? In my head, I was thinking I need to get the picture up with all the different submissions. I was like, that's cool. I'll think about this whilst I'm saying I'm glad that we got an entry with food in. And then I just said the thing I was thinking about. Till lives on the 4th floor, so just lobbed it out the window with the glass cup as well. Oh no. Could just chuck the burger out, but fuck it, I'll chuck the cup down as well. Incredible. So thank you honestly for doing that. I appreciate everyone who's been involved. In a minute, we're going to do this. Oh, it didn't update my presentation. Where's the image? I've got an image of everybody's entry together. Let's get it. Twitch. Share your stuff. Submissions. No, not submissions. Yeah, submissions. Cuppy. All. Let's open that over here. Here's everyone's submissions. Rewilds, yours isn't in there, I'm afraid, because I can't put music. I didn't know how to put music on an image. I think this is everybody's. I might have missed everybody's. I might have missed somebody's, sorry. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we had 19. I thought we had 17 altogether. We had 19 with Rewild's music. Considered making a video for my song, and the final shot would have been me stamping a burger into a cup. Rewild, it's not too late. It is actually much too late for this stream. You have a look at that. I'm going to blow my nose again. If yours is missing, please tell me. I don't think it is. Spoilers for anybody who was going to go back and watch the VOD as well. Okay, everybody, it is now auction time. Always feels a bit weird doing this, like asking for money. Every little helps, though, with Cupburger. No matter how much these make, it will help, and it will go into the fund, and it will help contribute to really important grants that we're going to be paying out to people. It will contribute towards the special projects that we're going to be starting soon for people who have got a much larger financial need for whatever reason. No matter what happens now, it's going to be a good thing. And if it comes to it, I'll fucking chip in and I'm going to buy all 3 of these. I looked into different ways of doing this. Let me move my camera off here so you can read that. There are various different tools to do auctions on Twitch, but all of them were a complete, like I just couldn't be asked. And I had to sign up for stuff, and there were some other platforms that would take a cut. And I was like, nah. So we're going to keep it really simple, and we're just going to do it in chat. And the mods, I'm hoping, I put a little thing in my Discord in the mod section to just be like, if you could help, that would be amazing. Or Llama as well, to keep an eye on the bids. And I'm just going to be like, could you just write it? Could you just write bid and then a number? Bid and then the number. Hello, David. I'm going to start each one at £5 and we'll see how we go. Okay? No, Luna, I'm not doing that. David is here. So I'm not expecting the chat to go absolutely wild, but there will be people who might bid. No worries, Mids. A chance to own Cupburger history is the perfect way of putting it, Kirsten. We've got 100 people in the chat. Thank you all for watching. I was going to be like, maybe we have a minimum bid of like the way increments, but no, fuck it. We'll just do it. We'll start, and it would be really great if you want to bid, if you write bid and then your number. So you could just come in and go bid 100, and then it'd be like, oh, fuck, you've probably won it. Oh, Llama. Yes, and if you win the printed 3D model, then Llama can print the version with the ass. I'll move myself here so you can see what that actually says. So, to be clear, lot number 1 we're going to do first is this, which is probably the most adorable thing ever. And I've got a daughter. I've had a baby daughter, and this is the most adorable thing ever. Sorry, Alex. I just had a little wheeze. That is made by Lumpley. Number 2 is Steph's puppet, which I love this. We've got a tiny little Cupburger, and then we've got a massive puppet. And then number 3 is a lovely collaboration between Llama and Wheat, which is Llama doing a 3D print, post-processing, and painting of a model that Weetabix has made. So we're going to start with lot 1. This is no competition, by the way. Any money is good money for Cupburger. Lot 1, starting at £5, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to write it in, and I'm going to bid £5 on lot 1. And I'm typing it. You can bid £6. You can bid £6.50. You can bid £7. Don't worry. Or you can not bid, and I'll just pay a £5 for it. But if you would like to own Lumpley's felt model, now is the time to bid. What other things do auction people do? Alert! Exclamation alert! Bid in chat for lot 1. Oh, it's not working anymore, Llama. Annoyingly, we got £20. Lou and Humanity have both bid £20. So I'm afraid I'm gonna. Lou's gone up to 25. There's not going to be a timer. I'll just do it when I think there's been enough time without bids. Maybe Funkle, maybe that's a good idea, actually. Maybe I'll get a little timer and it'll be like, right, this will close once this 1 minute has happened. We're at 25 quid. I could do that, Llama, but that's usually when there's loads of bids coming in, and I'm not. Anyway, let me get a timer. We'll ship to the USA, Humanity. We will ship to the USA, yeah. What's the deal with shipping to the USA, everyone? Is that gonna... Yeah, we will. But do you have to do customs forms and stuff? That's fine, we'll do it. I've shipped stuff to the USA before. I'm an adult. Bro... Oh, fuck it. Do you know what? I'm just going to do a timer on my phone because I can't be bothered. Mark it's a gift. Okay. All right, so £25. Billy, what's happened there? We what do they say? Going once? We are up to £25 now on Lumpley's wonderful Cupburger. Let me tell you that you will need to donate that money to Cupburger and send me a screenshot of your donation. We're at 30. Humanity has bid £30. Humanity, I'm guessing you're in the States. If you just do a donation of whatever the equivalent of £30 is, well, you don't need to, because you know Lou is back with a bid of 35. Do we have 35? Yes, we do, Mary. Do we have 35? Can we increase that? Do we have 40? Could we have a £37.50? Have you seen how cute this is? And also, I don't want to make this go absolutely crazy and the bidding war increase and us make absolutely loads and loads of money, but I have held this. I have also held this. So you can tell your friends that. And you've got it. It's going back in here now. I could give it a gentle kiss. Humanity knows I've held it. It's gone up to £50. The value has gone up, Hereford. I will not kiss it. And I will pack it better. It's a screen used prop on a partner streamer's stream. Maybe I'll sign the side. No, I'm not. I don't have that much of an ego that I'd sign the side, okay? I've never signed an autograph. Oh, no, I did. I did one for Little Shunts as a joke. Right. We're going to do a timer. We currently have a bid of 50 quid. Absolutely incredible. We're going to do 1 minute timer until this is done. You would have joined this bid war. Sorry, mids. We can't refund you, I'm afraid. 50 quid is incredible. In my head, I was like, I wonder if I should set like a reserve or like a minimum of like, I was hoping for like at least 25, 30 quid for each one. 50 quid is great. 50 quid is great. But there's 30 seconds. There could be more. A little autograph on a business card. I will add a little autographed business card. Taff has sent me a message, but look, I'm not stupid enough not to have the preview on. I'm not stupid enough to have the preview on. Mids has gone for 55, 10 seconds, 55. Mids does eBay stuff. Mids knows how eBay works. Humanity, are you typing? Are you typing, or has Mids got it for 55 quid? Mids! Sniped it! Humanity, I'm so sorry. But the good thing about this is there are 2 other auctions. Although the second one, I think we'd really love not to post to America. But whatever. Mids, you fucking legend. This is incredible. 55 quid to Cupburger for this. I'm jealous that you're going to own this. Lumpily, thank you so much. You made this and you've made 55 quid for Cupburger. Our entry level grant on Cupburger is 50 quid. So that money could go directly to helping somebody either who is in need to pay bills or rent or those kind of life things, or to have a bloody nice time or enhance their life in some way. So thank you very much, Lumpily, for doing it. And thank you very much, Mids, for booking it. Booking it? Buying it. And Mids lives with Lou, and Lou wanted it. So now Mids and Lou can hang out together. Well, they could do that anyway, but they could hang out with Cuppy. You can now hang out together. Fucking yes. You can now hang out together. This is going to Mids. Oh, Funkle made a little jingle. Yeah. Sorry, Funkle, that I didn't play that. Let's play a little Funkle jingle. Is it in DMs? Funkle sends me so much stuff. What a great friend. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cupburgers for bills, Cupburgers for treats, Cupburgers for bills, Cupburgers for treats, Cupburgers for bills, Cupburgers for treats, Cupburgers for bills.
What am I doing? Did I just shut the window?
Cupburgers for treats,
I just shut the presentation. History. Cuppy Google Slides. Thank God for that. Oh no, now you can see my wonderful presentation. No, now it's full screen. How did I do this? Presenter view. There we go. Now, this. We got 50 quid for this lovely little guy. Now we've got this bigger guy. Yes. Oh, what? Is it a bum? Steph, is that why you've put the peach there? Has Cuppet got a bum? BP, yours is in your stomach. Well, hopefully not anymore, actually. No, we can't do that, BP. Tell us, Steph. It's a bum. Has it got a little bum that you didn't show us? Goodness me. Right, we are going to start the bidding. We are selling Puppet Cupburger, aka Cuppet. It's got a bum. It's a proper working puppet. It's made of fleece. And a lot of us are in our late 30s to early 40s. We're moving into our fleece eras. I'm going to start the bid. And I'm actually going to start the bid at £10 because I'd definitely pay that. Please feel free to bid. Bid 50 from Mac. Fucking hell. I'm actually going to write this down. This is incredible. I'm so happy. 55 for Lumpley. Mac has bid 50 quid. Straight in there. We're at 50 already. Didn't even fancy the drama and potentially the better for stream idea of going incrementally up. No, then Sheep's in with 60. Sheep, love you, Sheep. Well done. Love you, Sheep. Well done. So patronising. That's like something I'd say. That is something I'd say to Alex. We have 69. Hereford's bid 69. Mac, you did the right thing. Well done. Thank you, everybody. 70, you guys. Well, the money... This is actually blowing my mind. This is much better than I was expecting. 70 is only £1 more, though, isn't it? But it's still good. 80 for the Humanity. The Humanity. And let's not forget, Humanity's in the United States, where I'm definitely more than happy to post it to and cover the cost. But if anybody in the UK fancies bidding more, then please, 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 please go ahead. Please go ahead. But also Humanity, we will, of course, post it. I'm just being silly. Hello, Taff. We are at £80 and Soup, 85. Fucking hell. This is really lovely. Okay. I'm going to do... Mac was about to do 85. I'm going to do a 2-minute timer. Oh, why has it done 2 minutes, 18 seconds? Actually, no, fuck it. I'll just do a 1 minute. Yes, this is making me feel emotional. We're doing 2 minute and that. We're at 85. Thank you, Llama. Do I hear a 90? Sorry, I'm not doing it. I should be doing it, shouldn't I? Mac, that's the problem with auctions. But thank you for doing 50 because you've got this price up higher than it may well have got to without doing that 50. We're at 85. We're with Soup, who is also in the United States of America, but hopefully has a trip arranged back to the UK very soon. Let's hope so. Maybe at Christmas time. But of course, if you'd like us to post it to the States before Christmas, we can do. If we have to. Humanity, 95, everyone. Sorry, 1 minute 16. And please do remember that this Cuppet does have a little bum. That's very important. We've got 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Pip has bid £100. With a minute to go. £100. I don't need my headphones on, but I'm going to keep them on because it makes me feel like I'm not shouting. And I think if I had my headphones off, I'd feel weird about being loud. £100, 50 seconds to go. Imagine how good Cuppet would look in the background of Pip's stream room, unless he's got other plans. Might want to have it in bed. Or might have a little cuddly toy in bed. But it might be appearing in the back of Pip's stream. Is there any advance of £100? If we go over £100, I'll throw him the arm rods. I didn't even know the arm rods weren't included. 150 quid from Big Taff Man. Imagine how it will look in the background of Big Taff Man's. Also very good. Taff. I'm so excited about all of these situations that are arising right now. 4 seconds. 3. Anyone advance? Funkle, are you serious? Funkle is a legend on eBay. This is classic Funkle. I've seen Funkle do this on eBay over the years so long. He waits. And then at the last second, he knows. And he knows about the lag on the internet. He knows when to do it. You don't do it with 1 second to go. You do it with 4 or 5. And Mac tried with a bid of £500 but missed it. Oh. The drama then, and the absolute amazingness of Mac bidding 50 and then having those rolling bids of the 69, fantastic 69 from Hereford. Don't clip that. And then to go to then have Pip into Taff, into Funkle. 151. And I was about to say saves on postage, but no, because Steph's still got to post it. Shame it's not the one in Funkle, you should have bid on the one that's in my house. I could have delivered it, but I know it's not. Yeah, Funkle, 151. Getting too excited. Taff, thank you very much. You're a legend. Thank you to everybody for bidding. It's so cool. Shall we take max 500 for the good of the fund? We should allow Max bid. Thank you so much, Funkle Albert. 151 quid. What a beautiful product this is. And that means I get to see it because I can go to Funkle's house. The Funklet will love this. This is bringing so much joy to so many people. Right, next up. Oh. Yeah, you can have that version with the bum. This is what we're bidding on now. So to remind everybody, this is a Weetabix Licks creation built in 3D that Llama, earlier on in the stream, showed us will be printing and then painting like Llama did with my ad, which is also signed by Llama. Don't you start bidding yet. Like Llama did, look at the detail that Llama is capable of. Imagine if it was the bum version. Imagine the detail of the bum. Yeah, I do think it's important to say that it will not come out looking exactly like this. But it is going to come out looking really great. And it is a one in a kind. It's a part of Cupburger history. It's a part of our Twitch community history. It's something made by Weetabix and by Llama, the first creative collaboration to produce a 3D model of a cup in a burger I'd say the world has ever seen. And you could win that. The way you do that is you write bid, and then you write the amount. We started at 5, we went to 10, and just because it's sequential, I'm bidding 15. Get involved. I'm going to set a 3-minute timer. Oh, that's backwards. I'm really not doing this very well. We're just going to have a tight 3 minutes on this. Transform. Always do the wrong transform. I'm not even keeping an eye on them. Domelis bid 150 quid. This is amazing. I'm paying attention now. 150 quid, 2 minutes 23 left. Now that is a lot of money, by the way. So I wouldn't be surprised if we now had 2 minutes 17 seconds of just sitting here. But I'm fine with that. If we finish at 150 quid for this, that is amazing. We will be... I wrote down Taff before because it was so close. I need to write down Funkle. We're looking at making 350 quid just from this little auction. Maybe I shouldn't have done a 3-minute timer. You could sing. Yes, I suggested that to Llama, so maybe I should sing. No, maybe I should play the music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cupburger for bells, Cupburger for treats.
Get bidding. Is that it?
biscuits.
No, that's not it.
Cupburger for bells.
1 minute 16.
Cupburger for treats.
How do I loop it? It was looping before.
Cupburger for bells.
This is a one-of-a-kind item, by the way. I don't want anybody to push themselves financially. If you don't necessarily have the money, I know auctions are tempting. But this money will go into Cupburger. It's a one-of-a-kind item. No more of these will be printed. Can I guarantee that? I think we have to guarantee that. If others are printed, it'll be a variation. BKA. Mary? Oh, I thought Mary had done 200 then as well. Domella. I thought Mary was matching the bid, but Mary's modding and telling me what's happening. And I didn't write 200. BKA did 175, then Domella, boom, 200. Why? Why have you gone higher, Domella? You were already winning. Domella, if that's a mistake, you were already at 200. I'm willing to let you go back to 200 if you want, but if you're happy to do 250, this is absolutely amazing. You can let me know, Domella, if that was a mistake. But if you, whatever, yeah. Yeah, don't feel pressured to do the 250 because you were in the lead at 200, okay? And then you upped it to 250. Domella. I'm having a heart attack. That is amazing. And look what's close to my heart. Uncle's not ready to do one more pound. This has gone so much more better than I expected. Should we just do everything else that was made now? No, I won't. So we just did 250. So much more better than I expected. Okay, real quick admin. Who won the first auction again? I've written this down wrong. I wrote Lumperly, even though the item was from Lumperly. Mids. Sorry, Mids. Mids, Funkel Albert and Domella. Could you please, not right now, over the next few days or week or whatever's easy for you, if you could donate £55, £151 and £250 to Cupburger, and then DM me with a screenshot of that confirmation and your address, I will organise those items getting to you and the postage will be covered and they will just... Thank you, David, you legend. That's very kind. Mac, you can for £100, you can. Domella, here you go. So you can have a cuppy that will just be like a normal cup, or you have this version of cuppy, not with all this stuff at the bottom, but with that stuff around the back. There's a version with or without thick ass. Sorry about the fact that this is bad quality video. It's a good quality video. So would you like one with a bum or without a bum? And honestly, we won't judge you either way. Well, maybe I'll judge you a bit if you choose the bum in a positive way. You don't need to you don't need to decide right now, Domella. Have a think about it. Have a good long think about it. Have a big old think about this. With bum, of course. And that just fucking is the cherry on the cake. With bum, of course. One of the best streams I've ever done, like for enjoyment levels for me. What a night. With bum, of course. I'm really excited about you guys doing that. So if you could do those donations, I'll follow you up. Like if you forget, I'll follow up. Thank you very much. And that money, 300. Sorry, what was it? 200, 456 quid. Is that right? 200, 300, 400. Yeah, 456 quid. That's really good. I was hoping to make like 100 quid. I'm really happy. So thank you everybody for doing it. You want the knitted one? Morgie did that. Morgie lives in Ireland. That would be... I haven't asked Morgie directly if they'd be happy. I didn't want to ask everyone. But BP, if Morgie's still here, you could offer... You could make an offer if Morgie was open to it. I'm happy to organise that in the background, maybe. We could see. But equally, if there's any other art that people did that people want to sell, if anybody wants to live in Rust Cuppy base, then let me know. What was I going to do? Let's open up this again. Here is all the lovely art. We need a part 2. Maybe we'll have a part 2 in a year. Maybe we'll think of other submissions, other ideas. Not Christmas, that's too soon, Wellesley. I mean, I haven't had to do a huge amount, but they are pretty tiring streams. But I will be fine. Don't you worry about me. Here are all the lovely Cuppy submissions. Yeah, how's the TC doing, BK? Your Cuppy is next to... Shit, why do I keep closing things? Perhaps the finest. The food ones. Tilde's Burger. Cupburger. Right, let's reset this up. Transform, flip horizontal, make it a bit smaller so we're ready for my next stream. There we go. There we go. We did it. We did it. Thank you so much to all the people who submitted, including... I don't have all their names there. We're going to have to go back through the presentation really quick. Let's just go, let's fly through it. But if you're going to watch the VOD, don't look at this because it's big time spoilers. If you've only just got here. Here we go. We had artwork from You Know Lou, Sheepboy, Slothy, Pete, Wellesley, BKA did an amazing video in Rust. Pezabeth, Wasps, Stranded, Steph, Rewild did some music. Morgie and Ono, Mids did 3D. Wheats did 3D. Llama is going to be helping to print the 3D. Lumpily. Mary Biscuits went on a day trip. And Tilde and BP made their dinner. And they were burgers. And they were in cups. Avgas. I mean, that's it. That's all you needed to know if you just caught that bit. That's what we've done today. We have made 456 quid in an auction for Cupburger at 9:20 on a Sunday night. I'm absolutely delighted with that. And mainly, it's just been really inspiring to see so many people get involved in it. And I feel inspired as a creative person. And I love the fact that also a lot of people who don't necessarily think themselves as creative people got involved and had a go as well. We made money for charity and just had a lovely little community time. So well done, everybody. And thank you very much. And thanks to everybody for hanging out. That's it, isn't it? I could do a big chat about mutual aid and about the importance of Cupburger, but there's lots of lovely stuff to read on the Cupburger website. So if you're not aware of that, then Rewild did a song as well. That didn't show up then properly. Go and get involved. Feel free to go over there, try and get ask for a grant, apply for a grant. Also, if you weren't able to contribute and you want to contribute, there are many different ways of doing it. You can give as little as a couple of quid, right? You can do monthly submissions. There's all kinds of ways to get involved. So thank you. And keep an eye out because the next thing coming your way from Cupburger will be these big projects where we'll be trying to help people with larger financial needs, but to do some really cool stuff for people. Who are we going to raid? Can't be asked. Can't be asked. Shall I just not raid? That sounds shit, doesn't it? Should raid. I'm going to raid the nice lady over there because... Oh, let's go over to Hutch for Sunday Night Shite Fights. Good idea. I was going to go from art to art. I should have asked the nice lady over there. No, I didn't want to ask anybody to do a submission. Yeah, I'll rage Hutch for Sunday Night Shite Fights. Anybody. And thank you for all the people who would usually be watching Sunday Night Shite Fights but stuck around here. I appreciate that. I'm sorry to Hutch for clashing, but Sunday worked for me. Anyway, bye. I'm now just rambling. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you Tuesday afternoon for a stream, I think. It is okay not to raid. No, but Hutch is a big supporter of Cupburger. You're right. I was tempted by that, Taff. But Hutch is... They're doing good shit. If you want to buy any merch, Sunday Night Shite Fight merch, you can get some, and all the profits go to Cupburger too. So this is proper. Thank you, everyone. 456 quid is great for a little auction. I'm very happy. Goodbye. I've said goodbye, but I just feel like we need to finish on something. Goodbye.